3 new domains. कर दे भाई, देखने में इतना अच्छा है. Lenny is here.
The first time we came here. Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahida's consciousness had been trapped by
देखो
the
यार
dog.
मैं जिंदा
But we followed the clues she left behind to help
हेलो
her.
सुमचीत, हेलो यस जिंदा तो देखो मैं हूँ.
So much time has already passed.
कुछ
Paimon
था
just
नहीं
hopes
तो इसलिए
this
मैं स्ट्रीम
peace
नहीं
will
करता कि
last
मैं
a
एपेक्स में स्ट्रीम
long
करता ही था.
time. And then Nahida won't have any more Nagas. Yes, you're right. We somehow always find ourselves
सुबह
right
सुबह 60 रुपए दे
Who
रहे हो
knows
भाई.
what will happen next? Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
बस भाई बस.
Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out. Anyway, for
और
Nahida's
तुमने कर
sake,
लिए विश
maybe we
लेने पे.
should think about...
Look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering
चाहते
around?
तुम्हारी विश हो
We're usually
वेश.
taking care of some serious business. Even though it may have nothing to do with your training. But never mind that. What brings you here?
तो कुछ तो वेस्ट हो.
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a
Me
shipment of
7 for
goods.
child and
I'm on my way to report back.
Nubra. मैं
That's
तो
when I saw you
गाइड पे
two all
करूँगा,
the way
मुझे
over
लेने
there,
उतना अच्छा लगा
chatting
नहीं.
away.
गान्यू एक और गान्यू मेरे को नहीं चाहिए भाई. मैं पहले जो गान्यू थी तो परेशान हूँ.
Can't say I saw that coming.
फाउंटेन अब छोटा सा ही दिया
But
है
you
ना.
are travelers after all. I
एक
guess you'd never
धीरे-धीरे
stay
करके
for too
खोलेंगे ना.
long in one place.
कैसे जाऊँ मैं तो टेलीपोर्टर भी
Bumping into
नहीं
you like this will become a rarity. Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
Thanks, but no need.
मैं डर गया भाई तुमको.
Paimon had no clue
Logitech
you'd
जादू
miss
है.
us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle. So, when are you leaving?
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there.
Mother weapon man करूँगा.
Leonard is here for us.
I see. Guess, though, now that I
Leonard
think
Kidman,
about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer
तारीफ हो
you
रही है
quietly.
भाई. ट्रैवलर की तारीफ हो रही है.
By the way,
तारीफ
should we
करो.
go say bye to Nahida? Oh, good point.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now,
Streak खराब हो
traveler
जाएगी मतलब.
Paimon.
मेरे
Whether
को
as a
44
client
क्रेडिट
or a
रेट देगा
friend,
होली.
you're always
सही
welcome
है
to
ना.
come find
लेंगे
me.
वेपन लेंगे उसका.
उसका भाई.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
हमें पहला स्वॉर्ड गॉड मिलने वाला है भाई. हाइड्रोआर्गन स्वॉर्ड है. सुहॉर्ड.
तो थोड़ा सेक्सी लग रहा है वो ये लाल वाला.
लाल वाला ना अभी जो बो आया है. तो कर रहा हूँ भाई. मुझे तो चाहिए भाई. मुझे तो सेक्सी लग रही है वो.
और जादू तो ना करे लॉन्ग लेवल. अच्छा हम देखते हैं उसका.
Damn! Holy! भाई साहब. व्यू पॉइंट तो है, व्यू तो है, व्यू तो है भाई।
भाई व्हाट द फक इज दिस डैमेज भाई इसका?
किसका?
हैं? हैं? लेने का भाई भाई
लेने
चाले
का या
भाई।
लेनेट का?
हाँ भाई लौंडे का भाई।
लौंडे का, लेने
चाल
का। हाँ भाई
भाई
गान्यू जैसा है ना, बोला तो।
भाई भाई 40,000 के गा रहे हैं कभी। अरे हाय अरे हाय अरे
भाई वो न्यूक
अरे
पायरो है भाई, नो रिएक्शन नथिंग, फकिंग न्यूक पायरो भाई।
अरे भाई क्या डैमेज है भाई। अरे भाई अरे भाई क्या डैमेज है भाई।
निबियार
अरे
का।
भाई अरे भाई डैमेज तो
निबियार
है।
का।
अरे भाई डैमेज तो है भाई। डैमेज देखिए मेरी पड़ गई। हो गया भाई। विशेष हो रहे वेस्ट। फक। अरे भाई भाई
कोई तो लेने पे विश कर रहा है, कोई तो लेने पे विश कर रहा है।
भाई तो डैमेज है भाई। क्या है डैमेज भाई?
लप्पू सा डैमेज है, नहीं है?
नहीं लपो का नहीं है भाई तो बात।
ओ
और क्या गेम प्ले
हाइड्रोक्लस।
की तरह का डैमेज इसका गेम प्ले लिटरली पूरा उसी की तरह है भाई।
गाने की तरह।
हाँ भाई मेरे को ऐसा गेम प्ले पसंद नहीं।
सेम भाई।
कोई
अरे रे हाइड्रोक्लस से मेरा फर्स्ट हाइड्रोक्ल, अरे चढ़ जाना मेरे भाई।
मिलेंगे हम रीरन में बेटे अगले साल आना ठीक है।
हाइड्रोक्लस। मेरी बोट कहाँ गई? वेट बहुत तो मेरी
नम की मोची
मैं तो ओपेरा हाउस में एंट्री ले रहा और चाइल्ड से बातचीत कर ली। अरे अरे इतना फास्ट।
मेरे को तो इसके लिए पहले का क्वेस्ट खोलना पड़ेगा ना।
खोलो खोलो दरवाजे, हटो वहां से।
ये वीकली बॉस है क्या ये नया वाला दोनों कपल?
शायद से हो सकता है, ये लोग हाईलाइटेड थे ना ट्रेलर में।
बाप में तो
पढ़ना पड़ेगा क्या? मैं इससे बात क्यों कर रहा हूँ? तो फिर क्या करना है इससे बात नहीं करनी तो?
मेन बॉस वीकली बॉस है। वीकली बोल रहा डेली बॉस है। हाँ दूसरा तो डेली बॉस।
जस्ट बॉस है, वीकली नहीं है।
वीकली भी आएगा नेक्स्ट में आएगा।
वीकली आएगी ना वो पेटुई।
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made
ये
it.
बताओ एक्वा पे विश किया जाए।
This must be Fontaine's port.
द फर्स्ट
Wow.
ग्रेट मैजिक पे विश करो भाई।
Advanced in
एक्वा नहीं है भाई उतनी अच्छी।
Paimon's heard that the
एक्वा
industry
में बस एक ही चीज अच्छी है कि वो क्रिट डैमेज दे देती है, दैट्स इट। उसकी पैसिव है ही नहीं भाई कुछ।
maybe it would be better
ग्रेट
if we
मैजिक की
found
पैसिव
something
बहुत
to
अच्छी है
do.
भाई।
What do you think? Good idea.
तुम वो गाने के
It
साथ
gave
भी
us
यूज कर
lots
सकते
of
हो।
useful information.
गानियों भी न्यू कराया हुआ है।
Seeking out the seven is
गाना तो
probably
यूज नहीं
still our
करना।
best. Yeah.
गाना तो यूज
Or
नहीं
we can
करना
learn
होगा।
to bet. So
मैं तो चाइल्ड के साथ करूंगा, चिल्ड के साथ, चिल्ड के साथ चिल्ड करूंगा सबको,
the nation's people.
जमाऊंगा।
There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask me.
देखो वहाँ
Yeah,
कितना
I
कुछ
didn't
दिखा
expect
बताओ।
that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened.
सडन प्लॉट
Still, his story is quite the
हाँ हाँ
tearjerker.
दो खाओ ना हम ले लेंगे। चढ़ा दो।
Excuse me. Can I help you too? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
बचपन में
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask,
चलो
but
नसीब
you
में था
seem
एक्वा
to
तो
be
मिला मेरे
really
को
busy
एक्वा
talking about some
ठीक है
kind of...
मैंने
मिल
ग्रेट
गया
मैजिक पे कर रखा था भाई
Oh, no.
बट
एक्वा
मिला
मिल
मेरे
गया
को एक्वा
मैम
यस
Well, good tells are
एक और
often
एक्वा आ
based
गया
on
तुम्हारे
whether
पास
something is true
एक
or
ही तो एक्वा है
not
ना
simply isn't that important.
और
The
पहले भी
main
तो सभी तो
thing is
था
whether
एक्वा
the
या
story
नहीं
being acted out on the
नहीं था
stage is splendid enough. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here.
तो 10
You
विड्रॉ
probably
किया
don't
कुछ
know
नहीं
that,
मिला
but...
सारे सेफ
And as for
खेल
your
लेने
worries
जाओ
about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the as well as the Oratrice Mechanique
एक्वा नहीं था ना इसलिए तो
Guardian
बोला भाई ये
Hall,
वेपन बैरल
a
वाले अच्छा
machine
है
created by the Archon. Between the machine and the...
You're a trees? Is it some kind of machine too?
लेने को करते हैं वाला फन
Wait,
करने को करते हैं
I might almost forgot to ask you a question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
Huh. I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult.
Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina.
That's right. After all, she is...
स्टैंडर्ड विश मिल
First
गया
time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being
मेरे
described
को
that way before.
स्टैंडर्ड विश
Wait, Paimon gets now. The Hydro Archon is kind of like...
क्या है भाई इसका
big
टैलेंट डील डाउन
celebrity
नियर
here, right?
पार्टी वन ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला
Yeah, I suppose you could
70
say
भाई
that.
70 एनर्जी
Or
कॉस्ट
you
क्यों होता
could
है
even
भाई
say
इनका
our mascot.
हर चीज तो
Hang
70
on.
हर चीज तो
This is still
70
Fontaine's
70
Archon you're
70
talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I...
Come on.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you. At least we now know that we can find the
स्टैंडर्ड
Hydro
वन
Archon.
यस लेट्स गो Opera House Opera
An
House
appointment will take. Guess we could have a
वो
look around
स्टैंडर्ड
the
विश में
city
पता
in
मेरे
the
को क्या मिला
meantime.
क्या
Hey,
कुछ नहीं
what are you looking over there for?
Where's my Yelan? Yelan, okay, we take your Vilpan.
Huh.
You be happy.
something's
You
the
have to be
matter.
happy. Happy, happy,
She's going to jump into
happy.
the water, is she?
भाई व्हाट द फक अपडेट आया शुरू हो रहा है और लेनेट ऑलरेडी सुसाइड कर रही है
भाई वेपन तो 50-50 जीत गया बहुत बड़ी बात है आपको रिस्क नहीं लेना चाहिए भाई
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh? Ah, I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids.
You're
मैं क्यों
pointing
देख रहा हूँ
at
तुम लोग
the
मेरे को
sea.
खुद एंजॉय करना है फर्स्ट
Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
ओ
No people call the waters around
भाई
Fontaine
उधर
a
in a
sea.
war.
रोनाल्डो कर रहे हैं इधर अकेले बेटा मेसी भाई एक भाई लोअर सबसे लोअर टीम को भाई
And now I can
फाइनल तक
still see
पहुंचा
that
दिया
hill clearly in my memories. Now
बढ़िया
it's been completely
बहुत लोग गुस्सा होने
submerged.
वाला है
He would skip and
मिलान का
jump,
वेपन पे एलान पे तो
tossing
बहुत
sand
अच्छा है
in
ना
the
राइट
wind.
यस
The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent
देता
of
क्या
the
एचपी
sea.
देता है थिंक ना
But now, the water is gradually
Increased by
swallowing our
20%.
memories.
गिलान इज द ओनली कैरेक्टर ना जो
Won't be
एचपी पे
long before it
स्केल
swallows
होती है
us.
अटैक का 1% भी मैटर नहीं करता गिलान पे
Sorry,
एलान इज अ गुड
doesn't
कैरेक्टर
really
सो
get what you
नाइस
mean.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting.
ओ लेने
Are
इज
you Lynette's
हियर
new friends?
Oh, and you are?
सब
Thanks
में
for
तो विश
looking
कर ही
after
रहा
my
ना लेनेट
sister.
वो
She
जो बिल्ड
often
कर लेगा
comes
तो
here
उससे
to
कौन
reminisce about our childhood, that's all.
मैं हर बार
There's
यही
no
करता
need
हूँ
for any concern. I'd say you must
क्या?
be
You have wandered
travelers
now.
from abroad.
Nice
मेरे
to
पास
meet
वॉन्डर
you.
है हाँ
Paimon is Paimon, and
बस
this is the traveler.
तुम सभी अकाउंट लेंगे वंडर खेलेंगे तुम्हारा अकाउंट
We
सबसे
were
अकाउंट
just
छीन
talking
छीन
with
के
your
खेलूंगा मैं
sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was
कुछ ना कुछ
saying.
बोलती रहती है
I see.
भाई मेरे पास
It's
10
unusual
बच्चे
for
बस
Lynette to be
बुरा
so
लगता
willing
है
to talk with anyone. In fact, she
ओए
seldom
लेने
speaks at all.
लेने पे कर लो
I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
तुम करो मैं
Oh,
देखूंगा
really? Then you two are just like us.
Sorry bro,
Paimon's
this time I'm
always the
too
one
strong for
talking
child.
some reason.
No one can budge me.
So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were
लेने
right,
लेंगे
Paimon. We are quite similar.
तो करेंगे ना मजे लेने बोल रहे हैं अरे नहीं मर गई
So, what did Lynette mean just
Exactly,
now when
yeah.
she said that the water is engulfing
probably
your
not that.
memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now.
Fontaine for
Well,
some
I
time
suppose
now.
prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. Where to begin?
यहाँ पे भी कोई मसले होंगे जो ट्रैवलर को सॉल्व करने होंगे of course.
Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally
bro
greeted each
listen
other yet,
muscling
have we?
everybody
Did all
बहन
the
तो भाई को
introductions
मिलनी नहीं
earlier
है
not count?
यही सब करता रहेगा भाई रीजन टू रीजन
तो
ट्रैवल करता
किसी
रहेगा
किसी और के साथ है
Hello,
ना वो तो
traveler.
हाँ भाई
वो अलग घर याद आता है देखें भाई सिंह को पक्को को
And hello, Paimon.
इन्होंने नया आर्टिफैक्ट ग्राइंड भी स्टार्ट कर दिया क्या है भाई नया आर्टिफैक्ट में
You're not
लेने के लिए ना
Paimon, are you?
पूरा
शायद से
Please don't take
देखना
offense.
पड़ेगा मैंने देखा नहीं
स्ट्रीमर ये भाई साहब हमारे स्ट्रीमर
Paimon's just happy to have a
सपोर्ट
local
करो पहले
friend
इसको
now.
स्ट्रीम को सब कोई जो भी देख रहा है मेरी तरफ से
We were just getting ready to go to the opera house to meet the
अरे
Hyperx
रे
icon. Would you be able
टॉक्सिसिटी
to
तो
show us
है
the
भाई
way?
बिना बात के
छोड़ो ना तुम तो छेड़ते रहते हो चीजें
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In
लोगों का
fact, I was
इंटरनल
planning
छेड़ो
to
भाई
go to the
और
opera
कुछ
house
नहीं हो
later
सकता तुमसे
myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here.
ये बहुत
Please,
वियर्ड साउंड
follow
कर रहा है
me.
बट ठीक है आई टेक दिस
नहीं
है ना
नहीं अच्छा तो है आई एग्री
इसका इंटरनल छेड़ोगे बोलो
भाई
तो
तूने
वियर्ड साउंड
क्या
कर रहा
इसको एक वर्ड दे दिया भाई ये तो अब बोलता रहेगा जिंदगी भर के लिए हो गया मेरे लिए
बस सुनता है जिंदगी और बैठता
A bitter pill to swallow.
एचपी रिजेनरेशन अच्छा एचपी भी रिजेनरेट करता है नल्ला
हाँ
कर ले कर ले एचपी रिजेनरेट क्या फायदा शील्ड कैरेक्टर तो फिर भी खेलना पड़ेगा मेरे को
अरे एचपी कॉस्ट भी तो जाती है ना शायद जब ये चार्ज अटैक मारता है कुछ भी करता है
मैंने नोटिस नहीं किया पता नहीं
शाह वाला सीन है
ज्यादा कंपेयर मत करो उस नल्ले को वेपन दिखने में प्यारा लग रहा था कोई ना बेटर लक नेक्स्ट टाइम वेपन
You said you were going to see Lady Farina?
व्हाट
ओ
Well,
लेडी
it seems Lady
फोरीना
Farina has come to see you.
लेडी फोरीना कम टू सी यू ओ
वेपन
हार्ड
बनाना
मिलने आ
तो
गए भाई
ज्यादा-
ट्रैवलर से
वेपन बनने पर
Entry
ज्यादा
तो
रिस्क
है।
नहीं लिया जाता
ये तो क्लोरिंडे है भाई
क्लोरीन
क्लोरिंडे
क्लोरीन
मिलने आ
लगाया
गया
किसने?
भाई यस लेडी फोरीना इज हियर
पुदीना
फोरीना भाई
पुदीना वही तो बोल रहा हूँ मैं
और एंट्री तो है
So, she's the Hydro Archon?
एक और रीजन जिसको मेरे को जबरदस्ती खेलना पड़ेगा तो
My
मैं खेलना नहीं
dear
चाहता
people,
रिच
rich
एंड
and
पुअर
poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all. Raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu. As you can all see,
अच्छा इसमें तो इसको क्रिट डैमेज मिलेगा भर भर के
have
इसकी लड़की को
arrived in our
हाँ
nation. Come, let us
Oh,
make
yeah.
a toast in honor
Crit
of this
damage.
traveler
So many
and his
crit
companion
damage.
who have journeyed here from distant lands.
अब जेंशिन खेल रहे हो
नॉट मी
भाई, entry तो है।
She's talking about it.
एंट्री तो है आर्क
मैंने विशेष किए मैं मेरे को
I've
चाहिए तो वो
long
नहीं मिला
heard of the turmoil and chaos you
बट
left
मेरे को जो
in your
दूसरी
wake
चाहिए थी वो मिल
as
गई
you visited other
सब
nations.
दिन
विशेष
दिन
कर लिए
But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you.
ये तो नहीं
myself.
रहा ना
कर लिए
Fear
तो
is
वेपन में किया
for
मेरे को तो वेपन चाहिए था बस
insignificant cowards. I am a
I got my
god,
aqua
and I will never
for my
entertain the
Milan.
notion of such meaningless wariness.
Now I need my
You can
child
rest assured.
1660
I
Ti
see
चार GB
clearly
होता है ना
your sincerity.
yes sir
Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do.
60 Ti is
It
48.
will allow you to truly behold
60
my
Ti भी ले रहे हो,
power
SLI पे
and
चलाओगे?
witness my authority.
लैपटॉप बेचना है ना,
Intelligent
तो उसके लिए
people
स्पेक्स
always
सारे
gather
लिखने
under
पड़ेंगे ना भाई,
the
बेचने वाली जगह पे।
God,
correct.
कहाँ कर
I,
रहे हो
the
सेल
floor,
ब्रो?
hereby welcome you to the nation of
Oh,
Hydro
like the big
and acknowledge
छोटे
the
छोटे लोग मिलते हैं
value
हमारे को।
and
अभी
significance
तो
of
30,000
your
पे
trip.
डालूंगा भाई।
Now,
और
you may
वो तो
rejoice
आपको
in this.
सस्ता चाहिए।
Yeah.
देंगे
I still
सस्ता,
can't believe
35 में दे देंगे।
Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
5,000 कमीशन मेरा।
But the Hydro Arcane
40 में
entrance
बेचो।
was
तू मेरे को 6 दे, मैं तेरे को 5 भेजूंगा
how should I
वापस।
describe
डर
it?
मत।
A little over the top? Miss Hydro Arcane? How did you know we were coming?
करो भाई, स्ट्रीमर हो भाई, न्यू
I
कैरेक्टर पे विश नहीं कर रहे।
As Outlanders,
नया season
you
आएगा क्या?
inevitably
हाँ,
lack even
Fontaine is
some
here.
of the most basic
करो भाई,
understanding.
स्ट्रीम करो, मैं भी देखूं
Don't
कितना गंदा
forget
है।
that even the gods
देखो
can
भाई,
be
वो
कर रहा है
divided
भाई,
into
खुद
the
तक कितना गंदा
mediocre
ये
and
लेके आया
the
आर्कॉन
excellent.
देखो।
I
बेइज्जती
suppose
कर
it's
रहा है
only
हमारी।
natural
रुको,
for you to
छोटी।
be awestruck by my abilities.
क्या लिख, भी गधा हूँ भाई, 1000 GB लिख रहा हूँ एक टीवी की जगह।
अरे तुम एक काम करो ना, जाके मेन साइट से स्पेक्स उठा के कॉपी पेस्ट कर दो ना।
नहीं करना है ना मेरे को कॉपी और पेस्ट, देखो भाई।
टाइप ही करना है तुम्हें।
भाई और क्या भाई, टाइप करने में मजा आता है।
Do you really have the
फालतू मजा तुम
abilities
आईटी वाले ले
and
सकते हो भाई।
etiquette necessary
और
to
क्या?
communicate with a
फालतू के
god?
ही मजे ले सकते हैं भाई
All
हम।
it
And
takes
I'm
is
not
a flip
IT
of
वाले।
my finger
तमीज़
for me
से।
to know
नहीं, तुम IT
everything
वाले हो।
about you.
Whoa.
मैं
Talk about
IIT
sounding
वाला
high
बनना
and
चाहता
mighty.
था, IT वाला रह गया।
मैं क्यों देख रहा हूँ स्ट्रीम?
What's with
सारे
these
स्पॉइलर
looks?
देता है। वो तो
यार कौन है?
Welcoming
Yes.
ceremony still isn't
छी।
enough?
गलती फालतू का हेट भाई।
पहली नजर में हेट हो जाए तब तो सही में फालतू हो, मैं तो यही बोलूंगा।
Oh,
अच्छे
I
लग
didn't
गए,
expect to
अच्छे
see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait,
ठीक।
does this mean they're the legendary blonde
भाई
traveler?
असली तो नीचे खड़ी है भाई। और देखो ये खड़ी, ये रही।
Hey,
भाई
what's
भाई
all the
बहन तो अच्छे
commotion?
लग रहे हैं दोनों।
Of
पीछे
course.
से।
That's the blonde
पीछे
traveler.
से।
टेलर भाई।
Got to see
भाई
this.
पीछे से दिख रहे हैं तो और
I knew
क्या
Lady
बोलूं
Farina
भाई।
wouldn't disappoint.
Yes,
डरावनी है ये तो।
don't get too excited now. My
आवाज
dear
तो घटिया है,
players and
सही में।
spectators
इसमें
alike
मजाक
tend
भी
to
नहीं
get
कर रहा, आवाज
quite
गंदी है।
rowdy. And despite
जापानीज
the
में
noise,
खेलो भाई,
I've
इंग्लिश में
come
क्यों
to
खेलते हो?
tolerate all
नहीं।
their ruckus.
नल्ला है ना ये इसलिए।
सही में भाई, यूजलेस
You may
स्ट्रीमर कहता है
consider
खुद
this
को।
my reward to
स्ट्रीमर कहता है ना विश करता है ना
I
कुछ
have
करता है।
determined that there will be an epic duel between myself
फायदा
and
भाई
this
इसमें?
traveler from another
अरे
land.
चाहिए ही नहीं मेरे को
Just
लेने
as
भाई,
you
मैं
were
क्यों करूँ
hoping
उस पे
to
भाई।
see.
अरे तुम्हें लेना तो लेना पड़ेगा भाई, ये सब थोड़ी चलेगा। पागल हो क्या?
सब ये कहते हैं नहीं चाहिए, सीधा बोल रहा हूँ नहीं ले
What
सकते।
what?
बावले हो रखते हो
लड़ाई
तुम।
करनी है इसे?
चाहिए तो जरूर
ये
भाई
भाई,
तुम्हें,
ये
तुम्हारा
देंगे
दिल
भाई।
बोल तो रहा है उसका डैमेज देख के।
मैंने तो देखा भी नहीं, तुमने बताया भाई। तुम्हारा मन कर रहा
जाके
है।
देखो भाई, ट्राई करो भाई तुम सही में पागल हो जाओगे भाई। 52,000 डैमेज दे रही है भाई, 52k लाइक इट्स नथिंग ब्रो। चार्ज अटैक
What are you trying to do,
बिना
traveler?
रिएक्शन के वो।
Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword
अरे
against
वो
a
तो लाइफ
god.
सपोर्ट पे क्यों है भाई?
He is
क्या भाई?
obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave
मैं
to be
देख रहा हूँ ना, रॉ डैमेज बोल
thrilled,
रहा
and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
मैं तुम्हारे वर्ल्ड में रहूँ तो क्वेस्ट नहीं होगा ना ब्रो?
Yeah, she's
नहीं।
right. Just a duel
तो
would
बस
be all
क्वेस्ट
that
बंद करो, मेरे को
interesting.
चाहिए तुम्हारे
What
वर्ल्ड।
the fuck? नहीं भाई।
On Aranius,
हाँ भाई
rules
चाहिए,
are
नहीं भाई।
फालतू की बकवास मत
requesting
करो।
duels to
हो गया
defend
वो,
their
अब
honor.
कर लिए स्ट्रीम।
Getting
You see.
तुम्हारे
Then,
व्यूअर्स को कुछ चाहिए
as
दो
the
भाई, उनके
god
व्यूअर्स को।
of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court.
The fuck?
चीटर
Alright.
चीटर है साली।
Now that'll be worth
पुसी
seeing.
कह रही है कोर्ट
She's
में
a
आ जा।
pussy.
This is Fontaine,
इस पुसी
after all.
एवरेज वुमन है ये
Such
भाई।
a grand opera house. It would be a pity not to
तू
use
कोर्ट
it.
में मिल, तू कोर्ट में मिल।
Crowd's reactions.
ये तो दिल्ली वाली चीज नहीं हो गई।
Spend too much time in the opera house.
बाहर नहीं तो कोर्ट में मिल।
Besides,
हाँ,
how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to...
क्राइम तो कमिट हो गया है, तुम फॉन्टेन आ गए हो ना। अरे रे, कैन यू हैव रीजन टू पुट यू ऑन ट्रायल?
According to to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any
अरे
flying
पाइमोन को फ्लाइंग
objects
ऑब्जेक्ट
within
बोल दिया रे
Fontaine
अरे रे
zone
बेइज्जती
3
भाई
days of each month.
फ्लाइंग ऑब्जेक्ट बोल दिया भाई पाइमोन को.
कभी फूड बोलते कभी फ्लाइंग ऑब्जेक्ट भाई.
That's what they've done wrong. That's our lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like
ये लोग
she
चाटते हैं
does.
क्या कलेन की?
मुझे तो ये लग रहा है.
Obvious? What kind of law is that? Flying object? You mean timer?
Precisely.
ट्रैवलर का मुंह देखो भाई. मेरा मुंह बन गया उसका भाई. अरे रे.
Then, in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
Damn.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
Defend कर रहा है.
Tell her, Winnie. Finally, someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object. But how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your
Child
parade,
आएगा तुम्हारा में
I
अभी तक?
naturally should shoulder the
नहीं, नहीं, अभी वो
responsibility
पैरा
of
हाउस
saving
आवाज
the
आएगा.
show.
अब आएगा ना
So,
बचाने अपनी
with
बेबी
such
को.
an audience gathered
तुम्हारे में
here,
बेबा को.
allow me to perform a trick for
क्या
everyone.
ये फ्लाइंग ऑब्जेक्ट हटा ये ट्रिक का फॉर्म कर रहा है. मुझे डर लग रहा है.
पायरो देगा क्या मेरे को?
नहीं
डरा दिया
वो
भाई.
नीचे खड़ी होगी. पाइमोन पहली बार खड़ी होगी जमीन पे.
मैं विशेष करूंगा देखो ये.
आओ.
आओ मैं भी 55 की पिटी पे हूँ. आओ देखो.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along.
बलून बना दिया भाई पाइमोन को. What's fucking going on?
You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I कह रहा पाइमोन is a balloon.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It
Oh,
seems
maybe
Lady
she's मांग रहा हूँ.
Farina's charges
ओ भाई विशेष देखो भाई. रील.
तो
करूँ?
यस.
नहीं.
Amusing.
उतना
Very
मिला.
amusing, Linny. Just
बाबरा
the
मिलेगा.
sort of
एक ही और.
unexpected twist
बारह,
that I
बारह.
enjoy. With you here, today's performance
बचपन
can
में
only
मिला
be
क्या?
called complete.
Performance?
भाई
कोई
बहन
नहीं.
एक 4 स्टार है.
मिल जाएगा
In
मेरे
which
को.
case,
छह
Support
consider
करता है
the
ना.
matter
Yes.
of your trial
She-
resolved.
3.
The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person.
पर बारा.
अरे 8 ही विशेष बने.
बस सिंगल टाइम.
चलो सिंगल सिंगल ही कर ले. सोच रहा था थोड़े देर खेल के 2 और कर लेता. नो है. अरे रे ये एकदम पूरा फुल हिट पिटी हिट करवा के मानेगा क्या?
डैम.
80 विशेष के ऊपर हो गई है. अरे रे 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 रे.
बिग सैड भाई बिग सैड.
भाई भाई 83 विशेष हो गए भाई.
और बाय कर सकते हो शॉप से. स्टार ग्लिटर मिल गई है.
स्टार ग्लिटर. स्टार ग्लिटर. $83, $84, damn, $85.
हाय हाय
Oh my god.
भाई लग खराब है भाई.
Oh भाई.
When there
हाथ
are
है भाई.
crowded grounds,
Nice.
I will not
Nice.
only judge travelers from
Sad life.
abroad, but
आज
even
तो
the
play करूंगा.
gods of other lands.
बुरा हुआ बैंक.
I to see
Pala
your
na pal,
upcoming
tiga.
performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Toodaloo! Toodaloo!
स्ट्रीमर वाले भैया जब
बोलो।
स्ट्रीम
पुलिस वाले भी हैं इधर।
हाँ।
घटिया रहा है मैं पुलिस वाले को। अच्छा तुम अभी घुसे ही और तुम पुलिस ने धर लिया। शाबाश। इसलिए बोलते हैं इंटरनेट मत छेड़ा करो।
That's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. You never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon.
डेड टास्क हो गया
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a
क्या चल
variety
रहा है?
of other performances.
वहीं पे कोर्ट केसेस लड़े जाते हैं, वहीं पे
Fontaine,
वही
the line
एंटरटेनमेंट भी
between a
होता है।
trial and a performance can be a little blurred. And speaking of
Okay, good entertainment,
performances,
yeah.
I would be remiss to
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
दोस्त भी बन गए इनके।
Sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of
लोग
first.
इंटरनेट चढ़वा रहे हो।
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a
तो
magical
बनाओ रील।
item known as a
हम लोग कुछ
magic
भी बोल के
pocket.
जा रहे हैं तुम्हें।
Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people.
मेरे को तो नहीं बोल के गए ना, यही तो बात है ना।
मुझे भी सेंस समझ नहीं आया बट ठीक है। जानते नहीं हो, कुछ समझते नहीं हो।
You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after
लेने
trial,
मार रहा है
this
75
sin
के डैमेज लोगों
cannot
के
be
भाई।
absolved. Until one day, the water
Nice.
levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned.
बिना कोई
In
रिएक्शन
the
के मार
end,
रहा भाई
the
बस।
people will all be
लोग
dissolved
एल्बेडो
into
और
the waters,
गोरो
and
ले जा
only
रहा
the
था अपने।
Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin?
Damn.
What is that supposed to mean?
फॉन्टेन के लोग सिन के साथ ही बॉर्न हुए हैं।
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the
भाई
first
70%
Hydro
तो ऐसा
Archon's
मारो
warnings
जैसे हलवा है
and
भाई
offended
बंदा।
Celestia.
तुम भी
But
मारो,
here in
निकाल लो।
Fontaine, evidence is
निकालेंगे
what
ब्रो,
matters.
निकालेंगे।
There hasn't
पहले
been
चाइल्ड
concrete
आएगा।
evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
चाइल्ड का पहले भाई एक बार
That's
लेने ही
exactly
आएगा
what the
भाई
people
चाइल्ड तो।
did at first.
अब नेक्स्ट आरफोन में ही आएगा।
But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine
क्या
have
पता था
actually
उसको मार दे
started
दे।
rising.
नहीं भाई।
साले तो बहुत आ गया बैनर में। नहीं नहीं तू
Been
बैनर में बहुत आ
completely
गया।
submerged,
साले तुझे मरना
and
पड़ेगा।
now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it.
रील तुम पीसी भी क्लीन करते हो क्या? खोल के पूरा।
हाँ।
कर लो फिर अपना।
More than a bit of rain.
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe.
थोड़ी बात बोलने को recently
We're
बोला है ना
just
कुछ.
tiny specks in the grand
ये भी
scheme
तो
of
बात है.
things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby.
अचीवमेंट तो खुली है और मैजिक पॉकेट में मिली है तो fuck is मैजिक पॉकेट.
What's this?
What?
No. Story set. Time warp. So.
कैसा लगा तुम्हें ये?
बेकार.
बिल्कुल वाहियात.
All right.
तो तुम एंटरटेन करने के लिए तुमने किया है.
ऐसा एंटरटेन करते हो तुम.
वही तो बोल रहा है एंटरटेन करने के लिए तुमने किया तुमने.
एंटरटेन करो ना.
क्यों करें? तुम जैसे लोग आ करें जो रैंडम से पिट के आ जाते हो.
देखो मैं के लोगों से तो अब बैठ खड़े होकर बहस नहीं करूंगा.
तुम चेयर पे बैठ के डिस्कॉर्ड
I don't want. Life is all about. Oh, all right, fine.
बात तो सही है.
Thanks. It's just that.
हाँ भाई गेंशिन बंद करो.
हाँ. नहीं मैं. It's changing time.
एडिट कैसे करते थे?
अल्टा 4.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. Yes, but that will change once
Is there anything else?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the...
So, you want to collect materials?
चलो चलो चलो. हाँ चलो चलो चलो. बहुत बोलते हो. वो ऊपर की साइड है भाई साहब. करेंगे कैसे? तो लिफ्ट थी ना.
चले.
तीन से 7 है भाई. पानी के अंदर जा सकता हूँ.
Once there was a glory.
New weapons are here.
अपने वर्ल्ड में आने दोगे ब्रो?
नहीं.
प्लीज
आ जाओ. क्या चाहिए?
सरपेंट को मारना है भाई।
तुम्हारा खुला हुआ नहीं है?
मार दिया ना अपने वर्ल्ड में सारा। न 5 मिनट का काम है, तो मार के निकल जाऊंगा। 70 हो जाएगा ना एटलीस्ट।
Take it easy.
I don't know what this. Oh, nice world, bro. Nice world. छोटा सा तो वर्ल्ड दिया है। Small peak, small peak. Wow, मेरा dark bro, dark. हाँ मेरी सरपंच। Engage and out. Sayonara. हर जगह रोबोट लगा रखे हैं इन्होंने।
ये देख रहा हूँ मैं भी, रोबोट लगे हर जगह।
Take it easy.
बस सेंट्री हो गया तो।
कौन गया?
वो लेफट। थैंक लेफटस।
कितने में विश करता हूँ? आयो 15 विश है मेरे पास, 16 विश टू बी एग्जैक्ट।
किस पे?
वेपन में। हेलो 10 विश। मुझे स्कूजो सारा मिली भाई।
भाई मेरे को गिरा दो यार।
डैम डैम
Not
डैम
that the rest of the work wasn't
डैम।
feeling up to it.
368 कुछ दसारा कुछ मरारा।
7 विश।
कितने बेटे थे?
पता नहीं।
डिबेट क्लब मिला, डिबेट कर सकते हो तुम। क्लिंटन में क्यों नहीं चढ़ना चाहिए? क्यों चढ़ना चाहिए? करो करो सीखो, इतना अच्छा लक नहीं है तुम्हारा। चलो
डैम।
चलो कल आना ठीक है तुम लोग। तुम्हें क्या लगा है 10 विषय है अपन निकाल लेंगे? हम तो चूतिया बैठे हैं ना 30 विषय लेंगे।
ये सारी चीजें।
Let the magic.
वाह मेरे मोटा मर गए। माय गुच्चा वाई चाय बेबी। Smell like phosphor. कितना हुआ मेरा? 12।
नॉर्मल अटैक एंड चार्ज अटैक डैमेज आर्टिफैक्ट आ रखा है गेम में भाई साहब। When current HP increase or decreases, crit rate will be increased by 12%. Whoa. आराम से bro, आराम से. What the fuck is this artifact?
पहला वाला इसका 2 पीस अगर अच्छा होता ना तो शॉप तो बहुत अच्छा।
हाँ भाई प्लंज और एडेड होता ना उसमें।
हाँ भाई बहुत अच्छा होता। शाओ ऑपरेटर तो ऐसे घुसा देते हैं। शाओनी माँ
Teamwork is dreamwork. A round of applause. And voila.
Voila.
Here comes
the finale.
Everybody stand back!
ये वेपन मोर ऑफ लाइक उसके लिए मेरे को अच्छा लग रहा था गाने के लिए।
हाँ गाने के लिए था ये अच्छा।
अपन दिखने में अच्छा है।
यस।
Bueno, bro, all weapons are English. Swallow. Well, this is the character I don't think this weapon can charge.
Cool it. Oh, so sorry.
Things are about to get dicey.
तो रेडन करना ही है स्पाइरल के लिए सर टेस्ट दिस स्पाइरल। वो चलाता है।
Surrendering and be gentle. Game's up. Fun's over. Busted. Take it easy.
This will be frozen on time.
Quietly now.
दो ऑप्शन मजा आया ब्रो, मजा आया मेरे को। बस उसका चार्ज अटैक, वो सिर्फ उस बंदे का जो मेन गेम प्ले चार्ज अटैक है ना, मेरे को सिर्फ उस पर कुछ नहीं करना।
यप सेम।
राइट, एक लॉक
बाकी उसकी एलिमेंटल स्किल एंड अल्ट तो सही है।
हाँ भाई सही है वो। मेरा उस तरह की प्ले नहीं चार्ज।
ये एम करके मारना बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है भाई वो से, तभी मैं गाने नहीं खेलता।
मेरी तो गाने इतनी अच्छी बिल्ड है फिर भी नहीं खेलता मैं। मारती है भाई हम खतरनाक वाले डैमेज।
Oz, reveal thyself. Nice and spicy. Over here. Let the magic begin. Chip on up.
क्या हो गया भाई? उठाओ को फिजिकल मार रही है 7-7 के। उठाओ गोइंग फिजिकल।
Let me weave you a verse.
By royal decree. Be amazed. Surprise.
लेने ट्राई कर रहे हो। लेने क्या देती, कुछ दे देगा बफ बफ।
काजुआ जैसे
Over here.
ये एलिमेंट इन्फ्यूज कर लेती है अपनी स्वॉर्ड में, जो एलिमेंट इन्फ्यूज कर लेती है उसको बफ देती है।
ज़्यादा रोटेशन वाली गेम प्ले नहीं चाहिए मेरे को, हैक एंड स्लैश वाला गेम प्ले पसंद है। स्विच मारो तो उसके लिए बेस्ट भाई रेडन है भाई, कोई पंगे नहीं। बेनेट लाओ, पानी लाओ, जंगली लाओ, दो
Let the magic begin.
रेडन मुझसे को प्यार कर ला के दिखाओ करके।
हो गया ब्रो तुम्हारा
आखिरी ब्रो, ऐसे काहे बिहेव कर रहे हो बे?
Take it easy.
अरे पूछा तो है ब्रो, अभी चेस्ट होनी चाहिए बोलते हैं।
तुम्हारे वर्ल्ड में मैप के हिसाब से जो थे वो तो मैंने मार दिए, बाकी इनविजिबल वाले तो मैं खुद भी नहीं मार। ये क्या है? ट्राई करो ना, पानी मार के देखो। फाउंटेन है ना, ज्यादा पानी रिलेटेड हो।
यस वाटर।
Fosse bro, fosse. Harry, you want to fosse?
Take it easy.
एलान का वेपन तो मेरे को बड़ा प्यारा लगा भाई, हार्ड हो गया वेपन। मेरे एलान का स्टैट्स भी प्यारे हो गए, वो क्रिकेट देना पड़ेगा। आर्टिफैक्ट Kingston मिलान को क्या देते हो तुम?
मतलब
क्या डिफेक्ट दे रखे हो तुमने?
मैंने तो एम्बलम दे रखा।
मतलब क्या? एचपी, अटैक, व्हाट?
एचपी अटैक का तो फायदा ही नहीं है ना, अटैक में वो नहीं होती, पूरा
मैंने
पूरा
वही
एचपी
पूछ
स्केल
रहा
होता
हूँ,
है।
इन जनरल बोला वो।
हाँ हाँ एचपी
ठीक
तो
है, ये एचपी है,
ये
आखिर क्रिट
हाइड
डैमेज
डैमेज है,
है।
आखिरी क्रिट डैमेज है, क्योंकि मेरे पास एलजी है वेपन में।
तो इस हिसाब से मेरा स्टार्ट ठीक है। मैंने एनर्जी दे रखा है और लास्ट में दे रखा है एचपी।
ठीक है ठीक है।
Nice, 61 200 गुड। इसका देखता हूँ मैं, इसका इसका अच्छा बिल्ड है। कहाँ गया ये पीवा? 70 वेपन दे रखा है इसमें, 40 हेड्रो एचपी। अच्छा नहीं इसने, अरे व्हाट,
Take it easy.
ये नची रिचार्ज करना था।
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced. Maybe next time you.
No.
Fine. Though the performance.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the opera house? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
ब्लेम थोड़ा करना पड़ेगा, ग्राइंड और प्यारा आर्टिफैक्ट हो
Wait,
सकता है।
shh.
ये है ना प्यारा।
Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong?
Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We watch her move.
Cha मोरा तेरा।
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up. You two can ride the lift
What
over there
happened,
and meet up
Harry?
top.
Why are you
I bet
muted?
that'll
You
be her
joined and
escape
you
route if she
didn't say
tries to
hi.
run.
Why? No hi. Why? Your mom's best friend.
Damn.
All right,
This guy is
let's
just
go.
totally into MILFs. Totally. ये क्या? PNP परिवास। Senior support analyst. जाओगे? Reel.
नहीं।
Senior support analyst में। असाइनमेंट करने का ना सबसे बड़ा दिमाग खराब होता है मेरे को, क्या लगता है?
क्या?
बहन के लोग इनको भेज दो ना तो उनका रिप्लाई भी नहीं करते कि मिला या नहीं मिला।
सेम भाई, वही तो बात है ना, मैंने कल इतना मेहनत करी भेजा, मुझे पता है कुछ होने नहीं वाला उसका।
ऐसे मत सोचो। अरे हाँ, इसका तो न्यू सिलेक्शन मेन्यू भाई इतना प्यारा हो चुका है। ओह ओह ओह, कितना प्यारा है। It is cute.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her?
What a salio.
Did she notice us? What should we do? Should we chase her?
धरो उसको, धरो। बांधो उसको।
You're right. She might also be trying to lure us. Nothing's happened for a while now.
तो यहाँ खड़े रहोगे तो बहन भाग गई हो। कितने नल्ले हैं ये लोग।
ट्रैवलर कभी-कभी सोचता है कि जस्ट क्या हो रहा है मेरी जिंदगी में। ठीक है।
हाँ भाई, बैंड ढूंढने आया था, क्या हो रहा है?
क्या रहा भाई?
वो क्या रहा है भाई?
Sure, that's all she took. You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
मेरी प्रॉब्लम छोड़ के वहाँ के सब प्रॉब्लम मेरे से सॉल्व करवा रहा है।
Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now.
Oh, were you returning with the thief that's stolen?
That's right.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure.
Oh,
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle.
टूटा हुआ यहाँ का फैन हूँ मैं
play
भाई।
at being a hero.
वॉर शॉट भाई, वॉर शॉट।
स्टोरी के हिसाब से भाई, स्टोरी के हिसाब से चाइल्ड का स्टोरी बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग रहता है भाई, उसका इम्पैक्ट बहुत प्यारा है
भाई। उसकी एंट्रेंस भाई हमेशा, उसके एनिमेशंस एंड ऑल भाई साहब। अब फर्स्ट एंट्रेंस हुई थी भाई तब भी भाई चाइल्ड बताया था सबको।
कोई बात नहीं, आखिर में तो मरना ही है
This is
उसको।
an aqua
Damn.
bus. It allows people to travel between several key locations
लाइफ
around
सपोर्ट पे तो चला ही
Fontaine.
जाता है जब
It's
उस
pretty
मोड में जाता है तो।
convenient.
So you mean it's still boring?
No, that's not what I'm. Besides,
चलो ना
तो
बोल।
रोना रील थोड़ा
क्या हो रहा?
ठीक है रो लेंगे।
चाइल्ड मरेगा तो रील को रोना चाहिए थोड़ा।
it's about time
ठीक
for
है।
us to leave. Let's
रील
get
तो दूसरों का इंटरनल छोड़ के भी नहीं रोता। इनह्यूमेन।
तुम दोनों एक ही चीज पे बचने लग जाते हो भाई। आगे बढ़ो जिंदगी में।
ना तो नहीं बढ़ेंगे भाई, ऐसे कैसे भाई?
शार्लेट आ गई भाई
अपना।
भगते हुए। शार्लेट भी पकड़ ली, शार्लेट ने भी बोल शिप।
रील जेन्युइनली हर्ट हुआ भाई, मेरे को तो सबसे बुरा ये लगा। दिल तो बस बोल तो सर्वर जाकर गाली देके ब्लॉक हो जाए बोल, तो क्या ही पता चलेगा हम कौन है।
देखो गे लोगों को गाली देने का मुझे कोई शौक
तो
नहीं
मुंह को बोल के आते हैं ना ये चीज।
है। मुझे गे
काम
लोगों
करो
को
तुम
गाली देने
रिकॉर्ड,
का कोई
एक काम
शौक
करो, एक कॉन्वर्सेशन को तुम रिकॉर्ड करो तो डाल के फिर ब्लॉक कर दो।
हर्ट हो जाते हैं भाई गे लोग बहुत जल्दी, फिर सुसाइड कर लेंगे।
फिलहाल तो लग रहा हो तुम्हें करवाने वाले हैं सुसाइड।
नहीं मैं मर्डर प्लान बना रहा हूँ।
नहीं मैं तो डर था।
from the steamboat, huh? We've often
मैं तो
known
मर्डर
it to
प्लान
be
बना रहा था भाई कल रात को।
रील ने कल बोला मैं अब किसी का पीसी नहीं बनाऊंगा भाई, डर तो था भाई उसमें।
और क्या है,
हट कर दिया ना बच्चे को, रुला दिया ना बेचारी को।
फ्राइडे सैटरडे संडे आने वाले 3 दिन ना इस हफ्ते के मैं तो अपना फोन स्विच ऑफ रखूंगा।
इसीलिए तो एड्रेस है ना मेरे पास।
घर आ जाएगा,
ओके होता है भाई।
डिजायर लेके डिजायर करने आ जाएगा।
अब नहीं अमेज करके अब
अमेज करूंगा भाई, अमेज लेके अमेज कर दूंगा रील को।
घुसेड़ दियो डायरेक्ट गाड़ी अंदर।
और क्या, सीधे रील के सुर्ख के ऊपर ही चढ़ा दूंगा। बोलो हाय रील।
These stories are the talk of the town right now. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is
इसके हाथ इतने बड़े क्यों है भाई?
and it's the headline story in the steam.
ऐसा क्या किया है इस हाथ से इसने?
When that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed.
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women?
ट्रैवलर ये सोच रहा है ना, ये सोच रहा है कि मैं यहाँ क्या कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है? असल में ये सोच रहा है।
That's right.
काम फंसा दिया मेरे को।
Happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time,
भाई मुझे ये मिको वाला बढ़िया लगा था। ये मिको को सब पता है, ये गया अपनी बहन के बारे में पूछने, ये मिको कहती मुझे नहीं पता, निकल यहाँ से।
कोई इज्जत नहीं है भाई उसकी, मैं बता रहा हूँ भाई।
और बल्कि ये मिको ने काम और दे दिया, अच्छा ये छोड़ ये काम कर मेरा जा।
many suspects have been arrested over the
सब
years.
काम कराते भाई, दुनिया ही ऐसी है।
Shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would
काम
always
करा के
happen.
फिर काम का प्रोग्रेस का कुछ बताते भी नहीं है भाई।
Yes, it's possible.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing. I just imagined for a second.
Please don't imagine that.
रील मेरे को एम्बलम सेट मिला है एक, ठीक है? क्रिट डैमेज, क्रिट रेट, सब स्टैट्स में, ठीक है? अटैक परसेंट, ईएम, एनर्जी रिचार्ज। क्या किया जाए इसका?
देखो ईएम, एनर्जी रिचार्ज और अटैक मिला है।
हाँ,
जिसमें तुम्हारा सिर्फ एनर्जी ही सही है।
अरे क्रिट रेट है भाई साथ में,
और क्रिट डैमेज एज अ मेन है।
हाँ
तो ठीक तो है आर्टिफैक्ट।
जा रहा हूँ भाई विश करने, ऐसे ही नहीं मिलता भाई उस एरिया में भाई।
भाई व्यू तो अच्छा है। डैम मेहनत तो करते हैं भाई जेंशिन वाले।
इतने दिन बाद मिला कुछ अच्छा प्यारा
भाई साहब।
फायर डैमेज विद क्रिट रेट रख लेते हैं। पक्का से रखा भाई
दिल में। इसलिए झूठ बोल रहा हूँ मैं, नहीं
नो।
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you.
सबसे अच्छा लड़का वही है भाई, लेकिन यहाँ पे रखना।
Bye now.
ये तो सबसे घटिया हो।
जलते हो
यस ये तो मेरे ज़्यादा घटिया है।
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first?
Real fuck you.
Yes, fuck me.
हो गया भाई, सबका झंडा उतर गया, एक दिन का जोश था सबका।
ओ
मेरा तो एक दिन का भी नहीं था।
Tesseract.
Same bro. Tesseract. Bifrost. Giants. मार्वल के साथ हो गया नेक्स्ट कैरेक्टर क्या है? स्पाइडरमैन।
स्पूडरमैन तो किसी का आ रहा है फ्राइडे को।
आज आ रहा है।
आज आ रहा है, माय बैड।
सारे पार्ट आज ही आ जाएंगे।
नहीं
उसने तो ये भी पूछ लिया है मदरबोर्ड में कहाँ लगेगा।
मदरबोर्ड इजी है भाई, दिखा देता है वो, एक्चुअली बहुत इजी है, सब कुछ लिखा हुआ रहेगा तुम्हारा। पीसीआई कहाँ लगेगा, पावर बहुत इजी है भाई लिटरली। मेरे को तो रैम लेना है, एक और मंगाऊंगा सेम। सिंगल रैम नहीं लग रहा, डबल लगाना ही पड़ेगा। हो जाएंगे तब फिर मेरे टोटल 32 GB रैम। 32 इतने रैम का मैं क्या करूंगा पता नहीं, फिर करूंगा मैं एडिटिंग हर तरफ एडिट होगा से। रील मेरे को एक क्रिट डैमेज का आर्टिफैक्ट मिला था, ठीक है, एम्ब्लेम पे, उसमें मेरा डिफेंस 24% रोल हुआ है।
डैम।
I see.
और वो मैं गोरू को दूंगा, वो मेरे गोरू को दूंगा भाई।
गोरू को नहीं, इत्तो को दो भाई।
भाई इत्तो को दो ना, होता हुआ।
और क्या?
Introduce you to my little brother, Fremine.
Fremine.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the
ये अच्छा है।
Could you come here for a moment?
कुछ तो बात है भाई, कुछ तो बात है।
What is it, Fremine?
एक और मसला है जो अभी ट्रैवलर हॉल सॉल्व करेगा।
सॉल्व करेगा ना।
अच्छा जी, सस्पेंस रख रहे हैं, बता नहीं रहे।
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
No.
Oh, it's nothing.
Is everything
Before I
alright?
forget,
No.
The traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able?
Yes.
That's
क्या आप
our
मैजिक
friend.
पॉकेट बना रहे हैं भाई हम?
क्या होगा मैजिक पॉकेट से?
भाई पता नहीं, कुछ तो मैजिक होगा।
ऐसा क्या मैजिक है भाई जो इनको करना है, हमसे काम करवा रहे हैं? क्या समझ रखा है?
2 मिनट। हेलो तारो।
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being...
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that
ये लोग पानी से डरते हैं।
If it's an elemental
फाउंटेन के लोग बारिश होती है तो डरने लग जाते हैं, इनका फाउंटेन बह जाएगा। Hydro dragon, don't cry.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understand the concept of romanticism.
Paimon का साला कोई भी काट के चला जाता है। Paimon is like me.
It might be because we've never met the
Hydro dragon.
एम्ब्लेम को क्या प्यार है भाई डिफेंस परसेंटेज से?
Was there something you needed to?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Aeneas. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
तू मेरा कोई ना होके भी कुछ लागे।
लॉजिक नहीं बनता भाई इसका।
इसका?
इतना मेरा कोई ना हो के भी कुछ लागे।
वही ना, वियर्ड सॉन्ग। रिपोर्ट कर तो सिंगर को।
कर दे।
कौन है सिंगर देखे?
अरिजीत सिंह और प्रीतम दोनों को
नहीं कर सकता भाई। प्रीतम को करूंगा, अजीत को छोड़ देते हैं। मेसी तो फाइनल में ले गया भाई, अब फाइनल में क्या होगा?
फाइनल में फाइनल होगा, ऐसा सवाल कर रहे हो?
मायामी में चेंजेस तो आए हैं भाई, सबसे लोअर टीम भाई ऐसे खेल रही भाई जैसे क्या ही हो भाई। मैच देखना मजे तो आ रहे हैं भाई, बट ये बात है मेरे को सुबह 5 बजे मैच देखना पड़ता है, पेन होता है मेरे को।
उसका भी एक सोल्यूशन है।
क्या हाइलाइट्स?
नहीं, मैच ही मत दे।
वो तुम एक ना एक बात बोलते ही मेरे को पता है भाई, मैं जो भी चूज करता हूँ उसका उल्टा बोलते हो।
तो हाईलाइट देख ले सही में भाई, 5 बजे कौन देखता है? जैसे देख, मैं बास्केटबॉल देखता हूँ लेकिन उसका भी 5-6 सुबह मैच होता है, तो मैं हाईलाइट ही देखता हूँ भाई, उतना नहीं है भाई
तो मैं
डेडिकेशन।
थोड़ा सा अरे काम कर रहा था ना तो देख लिया, तो थोड़ा सा आगे भी हाईलाइट ही देखा बैठ के प्रॉपरली। फाइनल देखूंगा, फाइनल फिनाले। नेशनल चिल्ला रही है, वी वांट मेसी, वी वांट मेसी। आ रहा है भाई, तो दोबारा
अंकर
मेसी।
मेसी, अंकर मेसी, अंकर मेसी, अंकर मेसी।
नेशनल के साथ ही है भाई फाइनल। नेशनल वाले चिल्ला रहे वी वांट मेसी, वी वांट मेसी।
अंकर मेसी, अंकर मेसी, अंकर मेसी। आई विल बी बैक।
ओके।
हाँ
Oh, are you leaving
हमारे तो
now?
बारिश होने वाली है।
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry.
तो होने दो,
Oh,
फाउंटेन हो तो
I
मैं से भी
get it.
Damn.
You
डर के अंदर मत
perhaps
चले
could
जाना।
trouble the traveler to help us take these materials to the book. I'm afraid that.
No trouble at all. Don't.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to
Oh, no need.
मैच
ओ
पॉकेट।
लॉन्ग गोल तो था भाई, लॉन्ग शॉट तो था।
ओ फीफा खेल गए।
नहीं भाई, मैच देख रहा हूँ, मेसी लॉन्ग शॉट मार रहा है दूर दूर से, बंदा तो क्या ही मार रहा है सीजन गोल खाते के साथ। लोअर टीम को फाइनल में पहुंचा दिया भाई, जिन्होंने फाइनल की शक्ल तक नहीं देखी थी कभी।
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made?
Oh no.
वो यहाँ का ब्लैकस्मिथ अलग है।
Magic pockets. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth.
फॉर्जिंग वाला अलग है।
They insisted on
Racist
paying the
हो भाई
full
तुम।
amount.
क्यों?
Oh yeah. So
बस बस
Even
इतने
though
बकवास
I've
नहीं
never,
सुनने
besides
को।
indemnitium, it isn't produced by.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're...
The fuck has just happened? सुबारा होगा सब पूरा।
Oh, hello there. New customers?
Dildo.
Looking to buy, or do you need something made?
Oh no.
These must be for Magic Pockets. No need. But they
अरे भाई हर किसी को मैजिक पॉकेट
Why use your
मेरे कान में मैजिक पॉकेट ही चल रहा है।
well, but
मैं जाके अपने टेलर को भी बोलूंगा मैजिक पॉकेट बना दो।
not when a trial is.
So that's what. Oh yeah. So that means.
Even
ठीक
though
है
I've
भाई
never
ठीक
besides
है,
indemnitum,
बहुत
it isn't
बहुत बातें
produced
होती हैं। मैं आधी से ज्यादा तो फालतू की बातें होती है इस गेम में।
हाँ भाई, तेरे गेम नहीं खेलना चाहिए।
You again?
मैं रहता तो मैं तो डिलीट कर देता भाई।
Seems business isn't so.
Hey, hold
करो ना
on.
फिर डिलीट। ओ चाइल्ड इज हियर, लेट्स गो।
Why don't you settle your own debts first?
भाई एंट्री तो होती है भाई की भाई साइडवेज से।
But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first before you get back to your little conversation here?
लड़ाई के मूड में रहता है भाई हमेशा।
You're from Northland Bank, but we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
वसूली करने आया भाई।
Traveler, Paimon. I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine.
छोड़ो
What are the
भाई।
chances?
वसूली करने आया भाई।
Nice to see you too. What are you doing here?
कह रहा है मोरा दो मेरा।
You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have
तू
some
तो
good
आ रहा है
friends
भाई
here now,
मेरे
but once
अकाउंट में
you
हाँ
always
हो
भाई,
गया भाई मेरा
हो गया
दिमाग खराब
भाई।
है।
Either way
अब
you look
बहुत
at
आ
it,
रहे हो भाई,
it
तुम तो
seems
आ
things are
रहे
going to get a
हो।
lot more
वरना
interesting
चाहेंगे
now.
हम तुम्हें पॉट में अकेला रखेंगे राजा की
Want to
तरह।
avoid anything that you'd find interesting.
Hey,
स्टॉक
you,
करेंगे तुम्हें हम रोज।
Northland Bank boy. Aren't you
अरे
forgetting
रे
something?
वो तो पिटने
Don't
वाला है।
interrupt. It's not often I run into the
हाँ
traveler
भाई,
like this.
दोस्त से मिल रहे हो
Why don't you
अपने।
wait for me over there for a while?
पीछे हो जाओ थोड़ा।
हमारा यूजर डेड क्यों लिखा है भाई? चेंज करो पहले।
Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends? Listen to me, boy. If you want your Mora,
Boy.
fine. Why don't you come? And
ओहो, ऐसे बात
Hey,
नहीं
I
करते
just said
बेटा।
not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, traveler, the last
कोई
time I
फर्क नहीं
took
पड़ता।
Tonya and Tis ice fishing, Tooser said,
Hey, that's way over the line. All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now.
Damn.
can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients,
Not to get rough with the class.
you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense.
This is an act of
You two will have
self-defense.
to be my witnesses, okay?
Let's
I'm sure
go.
this won't take long.
I'm sure this won't take long. Yes sir.
Brace
Yes
yourself.
sir.
This is gonna hurt.
इसी का तो वेट कर रहे हैं हम।
I
इसी का तो हम
saw
वेट कर रहे हैं।
so
What's your
good.
deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Yes,
Oh,
he's your daddy.
now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it?
अरे रे,
Huh?
भाई का
वाह,
विजन
वो तो
चला
छिल गई
गया।
भाई की।
भाई का विजन चला गया।
Now's my chance.
फॉन्टेन में लफड़े कर रहा था। पुरीना ने विजन ले लिया भाई। अरे ले, बिना विजन के भी टपका दिया।
Huh. That was weird.
हाइड्रो छूना है मतलब कि इलेक्ट्रो वाला चीज तो होगा ही अभी भी भाई के पास।
अच्छा, तभी जाएगा ये। This is how you serve your justice.
It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe
वो
there's
लोगों को
something
देखो कैसे
wrong with
भाग
my
रहे
vision.
हैं। सब पकड़ के अरे रे।
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child?
Delusion.
I don't see its work
Delusion?
for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's... But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you...
चलो भाई,
That
Child
is a
जाओ।
I can't
अपना
remember
vision
if I ever
लेने।
mentioned it before. It was during that time I learned nearly all
मत
of
करो
my
ना क्यों काट
abilities.
रहे हो भाई?
The one
बातें
who
हैं।
took me under her wing
हटे
and taught
इंसान।
me was named Skirk.
यही
She
करते
was
हो
always
तुम।
quiet and very
चाइल्ड के लाइंस होगा
mysterious.
तुम काटोगे।
Nobody
बेशरम
knew where she
इंसान,
came
घटिया
from
फालतू।
or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques.
क्योंकि मैं भी पढ़ रहा हूँ ना ब्रो। चिल
I
करो
asked her why
भाई
she
थोड़ा
was
सा
willing to
भाई।
take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But
Hmm.
what is it? What did you awaken?
Awaken
She
my
never
bones.
explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss.
Okay.
In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive,
तभी
I
वेल
felt like
फेंकता
I
है।
couldn't breathe.
A whale? Oh, that sounds
भाई इसके एबिलिटी में होता है वेल
We've
फेंकना
fought
कितना
against
बढ़िया
you
होता है ना
before.
भाई।
You
वेल फेंक
summoned
रहा
a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale
He's
as
thinking he's
inspiration for
losing
one
his
of your
mind.
moves?
Inspiration.
Seems a little. So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
Master दिखाएंगे child का.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
अरे ये दोनों आर्टिफैक्ट ऐड कर दिया भाई.
But there's nothing
4 और
more I can
आर्टिफैक्ट
do.
ऐड हुए हैं भाई इसमें बॉक्स में
Seems that
स्ट्रांग होल्ड
strange
में.
encounters in this world
4
tend to
एम्ब्लम
be
भी ऐड कर दिया
elusive like
उधर.
that.
एम्ब्लम ऐड.
Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just
अरे
remembered
यूला का
I
भी
have
कर दिया.
somewhere else I need to be. So
What? More work?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Damn.
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist.
Okay.
The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death.
Okay.
So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
No.
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorend, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's Childe for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that
अच्छा
name
भाई
somewhere
हंस
before.
भी करूँगा भाई हंस को ऑप्लोमेंट ड्रीम्स. तो बनाऊँगा 300 क्रिट डैमेज के साथ.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again.
वो
I'd be
अपना विजन
pretty
दे दिया
upset
भाई
if it got in the way of my
ट्रैवलर को.
duel. So, I think I'll be better
हाइड्रो
off
चलाएगा
without
ना
it for now.
हाइड्रो विजन.
Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
ना भाई मर
Knows
जाएगा
what
मैं
you're
बता
up
रहा
to.
हूँ.
You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
अरे रे.
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
भाई वाना touch us, yes, touch us, child, touch.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon.
पायवान तो अलग ही चिड़ी रहती है भाई
Do
उससे.
for now. We might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance. Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along! Sorry. The whodunit's here and it's so exciting to reach the moment. Oh, sorry. Lenny said that the opera house is on Aranias, so let's go ride the aquabus.
Aqua bus.
Take it easy.
Take it easy now.
Nice.
और ऊपर हाउस पर टिकट काट रहे हो?
भाई देखो भाई इतना खूबसूरत है ये सब।
बैठ के देखोगे?
इसे साफ कर देना।
उठा ले बच्चे को, किडनैप कर। कौन सा फ्लोर पे जाना है? गलत फ्लोर पे तो नहीं चलेगा ना तुम?
नहीं नहीं सही पे जा रहा हूँ।
तुम्हें कैसे पता?
लिखा हुआ तो है नाविया लाइन वही तो गया हूँ।
Welcome to the court of Fontaine. Please watch your step.
Welcome to the Navia line. I am Elfan. The boat will be departing imminently. Please do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside the boat. The Aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so. Also, please remember to buy the steambird, though I don't
कूद जा पानी में। कूद सकते हैं यहाँ पर?
The destination of the current tour
अरे रे, अब क्या करोगे? अरे रे, अरे रुक जा।
If you look to the left in the direction we are
अरे बोट पकड़नी है।
see the famous Fontaine Music Institute up in the sky. An
अरे
experiment gone wrong.
पकड़ लोगे? ये लाख का एक बार आ रहेगा, पकड़ लो। एलार इस पास।
I am back.
Bad boy, just a bad boy. अरे भाई साहब।
We are now approaching our final destination. Please be sure to bring all
तेरे
your
तुम
personal
दौड़ ही लेते
belongings. Even though I will take any forgotten items to the lost and found, the paperwork is rather annoying as Melazine
अबे
hands are not
TCG
suitable
खेलने से
for
कितना वो
grasping
मिलता है?
pens.
जेम्स?
600।
अगर स्टार्ट ही ना किया हो तो?
600।
It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip.
600 मिलता है?
Thank you.
क्या बात कर रहा हूँ? मेरे को 600 विश्वास मिल सकता है? 600 फ्री मिल सकता है? करेंगे?
TCG खेल लेता है।
अरे मैं किसी के पॉट में घुस गया गलती से क्लिक करके। Fuck. मैं किसी का स्टैक चेक कर रहा था, उसके पॉट में
ओपेरा
चला
हाउस
गया।
जाले हैं, ओपेरा हाउस जाले हैं।
अच्छा, अब तो किसी के पॉट में ऐसे घुस सकते हो ना तुम, मुंह उठाकर।
और क्या? इन्वेट कर सकते हो।
Take it easy.
इसके पॉट में बस एक नीलू है सामने, कुछ कर रही हो। वेट स्टॉप। चाइल्ड के बाद तो डायरेक्ट वो ले रहा हूँ उस लॉन्डे को मैं, जस्टिस जो करेगा।
कैटलिस्ट है वो?
नहीं, वाटर वाला, हाइड्रो वाला।
हाँ कैटलिस्ट है वो।
कैटलिस्ट है वो?
हाँ।
क्रायो वाला?
दोनों कैटलिस्ट हैं।
कैटलिस्ट।
न्यू
अच्छा कैटलिस्ट वेपन चाहिए मेरे को।
ओह बर्ड्स हैं नॉर्मल।
तुरंत हटने निकल जाते हो ना, पकड़ो उस साले को।
ये लाइन से तुरंत पकड़ने निकल जाते हैं भाई, पकड़ो।
रील की ऐलान देखें क्या है? 31, 51। रेट इतना कम क्यों भाई तुम्हारा?
कितना है? ठीक तो है।
51 ना।
Take it easy.
आर्टिफैक्ट ग्राइंड करेंगे ना, अब उसमें आ गया ना बॉक्स में।
मेरे तो बॉक्स से कुछ नहीं निकला भाई।
Now this is fancy. The opera at class. What a place to hold a performance.
भाई एलिमेंटल स्केल पे देती है 1 लाख वेव वाला।
We're looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child.
Damn.
We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
Peaceful
I guess
life.
if there are, kid,
That I doubt.
there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Aqua Simulu Clara.
Customs in Fontaine.
Let's see weapon भाई ये
Sure
लॉन्च
are a lot of couples here.
हम hard. कितने वेपन हो गए हमारे पास अब?
वाश कौन है? ओ बहन।
What's wrong?
अरे नहीं आई, निकल यहाँ से। अच्छा कोई बुला रहा है भाई, ट्रैवलर को कोई बुला रहा है, वाशर वाशर करके।
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
एक
नहीं मतलब वो कर आया था ना, खारे वाला करके आया था ना, खारे वाला।
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing.
Right.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people
do you
here right
mean?
now.
Hey, you're not trying to.
I see. In fact,
It's because of it.
when do you cry?
Wait, what?
Just answer me.
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where. So maybe what you heard was the intense.
so what did the voice say?
मुझे नहीं
Rather than
सुनना,
worrying about
मुझे
don't let
ओपेरा
that
हाउस
calm
जाना है।
Oh, right.
तैसे में
भाई
जाना
मेरे
है।
पास इतने सारे क्वेस्ट क्यों वहाँ किया भाई? मैं हैंग आउट क्यों वहाँ किया भाई? मेरे वर्ल्ड में इतने चेस्ट क्यों वहाँ किया भाई? बताओ।
Yes, entering opera. Yes, enter opera house. School.
Your mom is Opera House.
What the fuck?
Yes, because your dad entered it.
Yes, it's a cutscene.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon, good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Not a cutscene.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've
आँख भी
arrived.
खाता है
But
बात
you're
अच्छा।
actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means... The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Ooh, front row
Here are your
seats.
tickets.
Thanks, Lenny.
Oh my God, Lenny.
Don't mention it.
boy.
There's no need to keep thanking me.
Paimon sounds so horny, bro.
Hey, Lenny, could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go.
Oh. चलो 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 चलो।
Take it easy.
बैठ के हम देखेंगे अब ओपेरा हाउस में। लेट्स गो। फ्रंट सीट अरेंज करिए भाई, लेने ने फ्रंट सीट्स।
बगल में कौन बैठा है ये तो देखो। डैडी
जस्टिस।
कूल है बगल में।
जस्टिस।
Come on, let's sit down.
पाइमोन बैठी नहीं है, ऑफ कोर्स।
Oh yes.
Yes.
अजय।
The daddy's sitting. इसके
Awkward.
एक्सप्रेशन देखो भाई ट्रेलर
Awkward भाई। Awkward. पाइमन से रहा नहीं देना, पाइमन को टोकना है।
Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still.
पाइमन को बैठे बैठे छेड़ना है
Awkward if we
लोगों को।
don't say anything. course you picked this up, Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am
Oh,
terribly
so
sorry.
hot.
I would be
Why
perfectly
is this
happy
guy
to
so
chat
hot?
with you if that is what you would like.
भाई भाई इसकी voice कितनी अच्छी है, damn.
So you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude,
हाँ
talking
भाई,
at her breath
flawless
like
दिख
that.
रहा है भाई बंदा. Oh,
Let's
beautiful
talk,
भाई.
but
Beauty.
what should we talk?
बिक गया मैं तो.
Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then?
Eh,
Oh, this is getting more awkward by the
Chari.
second.
Chari, Paimon
Paimon
भाई.
nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon and this is the Traveler.
Paimon
We
is
just
Paimon.
This
arrived
is
at
user dead. अरे रे.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Teyvat. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here
Monsieur
to see my show.
Nervillet.
Ah,
ऐसा नाम
Mr.
क्या रख
Linney.
लिया भाई?
I should say it is in
ताऊ
fact
रख
an
लो
honor
उसका
for
नाम.
me to see your performance in person.
नाम रखो ना दल्ला.
महेश.
Wait, Nervillet?
I can't say this at home, bro. Homeless हो जाऊंगा मैं. I'm sorry.
I saw you all
But
chatting
he
just
runs the
now,
house.
but it
I'm
seems you
sorry.
still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is.
और
Allow me
एक
to
महीने
introduce
लो
you to
वॉल्यूम पर करके मेरे को
Fontaine's
रील्स
Chief
देखने पड़े कि
Justice.
हर रील्स पे वही
That
बज रहा
seat
था.
is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here
Oh,
in Fontaine.
justice and honesty here.
Ooh, sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
कोई बात नहीं, चल
No
जेल.
offense taken. Being Chief Justice
Duel
is
करो
merely
इसके
what I
साथ.
do for work.
Oh,
Nearly every
पानी पिला
person
दो.
has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to, there's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while
भाई
now.
चुपचाप बैठी है उधर
I
देख रहे
believe
हो.
she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
Hot. Spreader leg, bro. भाई जानवर है ये तो.
भाई
पागल
भाई.
है.
It's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face.
I want
Guess
to
she has
cheer
no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
रहने दो वो नल्ली है. करके भाई अपना काम करो.
So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
बनती नहीं है भाई दोनों
All
की.
right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
Let's go.
आना तुझे मैजिक दिखाता हूँ मैं. मेरे को ये खेलना है खुद से, फिर भी मैं तुम्हारा देख रहा हूँ. पता है क्यों?
क्यों?
क्योंकि चाइल्ड आने वाला है.
Damn. Act 1 खत्म कर दिया. बढ़िया.
Paimon will try to stay quiet.
मजा तो आने वाला है भाई.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epicles. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
वार्म वेलकम. भेजो मेरे पास.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
She's like हमारे
Now,
वहाँ
some of you
बदल
may
गई
be
क्या ये?
thinking,
हाँ मुझे
two
लग रहा
vision
है. मार
holders
दिया
who
उसने
can
अपनी
freely
असली बहन
manipulate
को.
elemental powers
किसने मार
performing
दिया?
magic
लेने-
is not true
लेने ने.
magic at
क्यों?
all.
ओहो.
So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
Okay, मान लेते हैं.
Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Oh, okay. Dialogue.
A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
ट्रैवलर की प्रॉब्लम तो डिस्पेयर हो चुकी है पर वो ढूंढ रहा है उसे.
Wow.
Oh, I'm T-Cap. Oh?
शेड़ी है साला. ताश खेलता है.
जुआरी.
शेड़ी बोलूँगा मैं.
जुआरी.
जुआ थोड़ा खेल रहा. ताश खेलता है.
मैजिक तो है.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think?
बस मार दो मैन को.
This one's a little tricky.
ये तो डूब के मरने वाली है.
I shall make my sister vanish completely.
What the fuck?
Your very eyes.
दुनिया से गायब कर दो उसे.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top.
Wow. Magic. सिस्टर को मारने की निंजा टेक्निक.
Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Call ambulance, but not for me. She's gone for good. Oh, nude गई है भाई. Nude गई है भाई. कपड़े छोड़ के गई है. This is the real magic.
Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
कपड़े पहन के आई होगी तो चीटिंग है. ये तो चीटिंग है भाई. वहाँ तो कपड़े छोड़ गई थी. दफा.
मैं कैसे मान लूँ वही है.
और क्या
भाई ट्रैवलर चमक रहा है भाई इकलौता. ब्रदर इज शाइनिंग.
लेनेट की जगह उसकी बहन आ जाती तो अब फट के हाथ में आ जाती.
और लाइक व्हाट द मैजिक ब्रो. मैजिक है भाई. मैजिक है. पागल हो गए. पावड़ी हो गए.
If you could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see.
That's right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing.
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here.
Okay.
The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen.
Oh.
I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough, but Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
Okay.
I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap. Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box.
भाई को डालेगा बहन को
Now
निकालेगा.
please, everyone pay
जादू.
very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, how's he gonna do this? Hey,
पागल हो
do
गई
you
है
think
भाई,
this is all
बूढ़ी हो गई.
magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
पागल हो गई है.
कह रही थी पागल हो गई. ये
The
पाइमन को
audience
डाल
number
दो.
will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience
तो वही
magic
है.
हाँ ये वही लड़की है.
for
Thief.
an entire minute.
हाँ.
Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
अच्छा, मर्डर होने वाला है.
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible.
Balloons है भाई अंदर.
You don't
Balloons
need
and
to do
stars.
anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the fortress of Meripede.
Oh, okay.
Oh, पहली बार NPC वो है भाई.
All right.
Voice
Before
line.
I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58.
इतना
Just
लंबा.
keep counting
1 minute
down.
का countdown.
You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58.
That's right, perfect. Keep it going.
54, 53, 52? Huh? Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me.
पाइमन और इसका बीफ तो हो रहा है. मुझे दिख रहा है भाई.
You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
पाइमन को फोड़ देगा एक सीजन.
Mr. Lenny, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places.
मुझे तो लग रहा है कुछ गलत होने वाला है.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all. What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
डैडी की एंट्री होने वाली है. मुझे तो लग रहा है. सिक भाई क्या लगता है?
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about
जादूगर होगा.
25, 24, 23.
What's wrong, Mr. Lenny? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black.
अंदर टकरा रहा है भाई वो.
Tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19, 18, 17.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10.
Almost there now.
उसको होने वाला.
Two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait. Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? Nope, that's not it. I'll try again.
7.
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5.
4, 3,
Whoops!
2,
That doesn't count!
1. 0, 0, 0.
जादूगर ऐसा जादूगर भाई
अरे रे
भाई ने 60 सेकंड ऐसे गिनवाए भाई भाई को तो 1 सेकंड का काम था भाई इज लाइक मैं ये करूंगा मैं वो करूंगा मैं 1 सेकंड में ढह गए
असली तो ये है ब्रो
यहाँ से निकलेगा चाइल्ड ओह मर्डर तो हुआ है मर गया कोई
अबे दोबारा कभी मैजिक शो नहीं कर पाएगा सच
मैजिक तो हुआ है भाई बंदे ने बोला स्वैप करेंगे प्लेस स्वैप तो हुआ है
Part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Damn.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of justice.
God of
No need to be
justice.
alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
इतना साइलेंटली क्यों बोल रहा है? Be the daddy, no? Shout at me. Make me a bitch.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance.
जादूगर के साथ जादू कर गया
There
कोई
are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
The serial disappearances case?
Surprised audience member. उसके name में लिखा आ रहा था.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lenny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
अरे ये इसी ने किया है फोरीना ने क्योंकि पाइमन वाला केस में इसने टांग अड़ाई थी ना लेने ने जब वे पकड़ के लेके जा रही थी भाई
Occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
Oh, allegations.
That whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
भाई तो फंस गया
Right. How can Lenny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Lenny and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
Huh? I just think that I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
Kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, traveler.
पीछे
You'll
पड़ी है
support
भाई.
Lenny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met. Then there's no problem at all. You know, the traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met. But with Lenny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Oh, court case होगा. Let's go.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Linney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
Let's go. Court case होगा. Court case. Court case.
Sorry about everything that happened.
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared?
Yeah, I'm a little... I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talk. Good to hear. I'm sure everyone's... I don't know whether what happened. As for how that girl, even a skilled and knowledgeable
Which is precisely why we need to investigate.
Yes, let's go investigate.
The impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible. Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city. Don't worry. Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from her...
I think they look cute on you.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. But with the guards watch, good thing you agreed.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, since we're going to start...
Oh, well... I'm afraid that would involve...
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Lenny.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important. 'Tis truly a pit. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our...
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case.
Damn.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Lynn's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged.
अरे फाउंटेन में एंट्री उड़ के कर सकता हूँ मैं तो बोट से जाना पड़ेगा.
Audience, the water tank suddenly
Reel?
fell and smashed the box with Cal inside it.
Reel. Never the mind.
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as, if anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence. Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Whoever the murderer was... Why would it be him?
भाई पाइमोन ने तो वो पहन लिए ग्लासेस.
वही बोल रहा क्या हो गया पाइमोन को?
हाँ भाई डिटेक्टिव बन गए ना अब केस ये लोग डिटेक्ट करेंगे. इन्वेस्टिगेट करेंगे भाई क्या हुआ है.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall. The
ये
rope looks
देखो.
pretty durable.
हाँ वही बोला ना क्या हो गया इसको बेचारी को?
ग्लासेस पहन लिए कि खरीदे इसने अपने पैसों से बता रही थी.
Why are you suddenly so serious, traveler?
You mean हमारे पैसों से?
नहीं 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 इसने कहा इसकी कोई सेविंग्स जिससे खरीदे. Not with the travel fund.
Material. Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left. Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then wait, why don't you write all this down? Let's take...
मैं तो कर रहा हूँ भाई साथ साइड. हाइड्रो प्लस जमा करेंगे भाई साथ साथ. पंगे नहीं चाहिए.
Hello there. What?
Oh, the seats were all booked in advance. Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter
Halsey,
from Fontaine
the singer?
who's made a bit of a name for herself.
When you take a bullet, only you will
Apparently,
die
she
for
wasn't a
me.
regular at the Opera House,
What the
but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show.
फाउंटेन के बाद क्या आएगा भाई? नाटलान.
Members all claim not
हाँ
to know
पायरो
her.
रीजन.
We have looked into her social
Sir.
connections. It seems, simply put, she wasn't related to the magic troupe at all.
पायरोक्लस आएंगे
Which
फिर
matches.
पायरोक्लस.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact,
Okay then.
no need to be so. It is of utmost.
मैं तो हाइड्रो प्लस जमा कर रहा हूँ भाई. फाउंटेन को पहले खत्म करूंगा. सुमेरू बाद में भाई. फाउंटेन को खत्म.
The investigation team.
See, I told you.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation.
You're trying to help them?
Lenny used the machine. Well,
It turns out that I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat. In other words,
that much checks out.
Let you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lenny.
अरे मेरे को प्रीवियस क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट करना पड़ेगा क्या इसका क्वेस्ट करने के लिए? कौन सा प्रीवियस क्वेस्ट?
सारे मसले तुम्हें हल करने पड़ेंगे।
अरे नहीं, मतलब फॉन्टेन में घुसने पहले
सुमेरु के करने पड़ेंगे ना। सुमेरु के सारे कंप्लीट, मेन क्वेस्ट, आर्कन क्वेश्चन, स्टोरी क्वेस्ट, द मेन वंस।
समझ बोलो नॉट मेक मी कम इन यू।
I see that you're in.
मेरा जो काम है वो करूँगा सर।
The thud?
Yes, exactly. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath. I'm of the opinion that when the pirate...
Wait.
Perhaps the balance wasn't... Oh, that's true.
That does remind...
Okay.
Lenny's still talking to the guard. I think someone... Lenny's still talking to the guard. I think someone... Lenny's still talking to the guard. I think someone...
You! Yes, both of you! Over here!
Oh!
I've been keeping an eye on you
Oh!
for a while now.
Oh!
Okay.
You mean us?
Oh yeah, the Hare.
That's right.
Hare.
If I'm not mistaken, you're also among
The
those
lady's
who
here.
wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
Spina di
Mediating
Rosula.
disputes and providing protection to
Ani
solving
da punu
conundrums.
lula.
You name it. Spina di
मैं
Rosula
हाइड्रोकुलस जमा कर रहा हूँ भाई।
and I, Navia, have the
मैंने
honor
इतनी
of
मेहनत
being its
इलेक्ट्रोकुलस
renowned
के लिए भी नहीं
president.
की थी। पता है क्यों?
Though those who play by our
ये आइलैंड को मैं
rules
पहले
call me
खत्म कर दूंगा
boss.
अगले पैच से पहले।
Damn.
नहीं तो
I'm
साल जमा आ
Silver, her
जाता।
attendant. Pleased to meet you.
सुमेरु में मेरे को आ रखा है भाई, ये भी।
Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
कौन है भाई? चौंकी वॉइस वाला।
Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president.
ये भी
Malus and the
चाहिए
others are
मेरे
still
को।
used to my previous title.
जियो है।
But anyway,
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now,
ये
back
गोल्डन
to the
ट्रूप भी अच्छा
situation
लग
at
रहा है
hand.
एक्चुअली, नया आर्टिफैक्ट। इंक्रीज
That's
एलिमेंटल स्किल डैमेज बाय 25%। ये अच्छा लग रहा है एक्चुअली, इसके लिए बहुत अच्छा होगा भाई। हाँ, जाई में दो के लिए।
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here!
अरे रे दोबारा।
you mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken,
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
from mediating to... And I, Navia, have the
ये
honor
फिर
of
से
being
क्यों हो
its
रहा है भाई?
renowned
अरे मेरा
president.
इंटरनेट बंद हो गया था।
Though those who play by our rules...
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you. And I'm... My apologies, Demoiselle.
No, okay.
Demoiselle.
All merely track. That's right. Judging from the...
Really? But
मैं इलेक्ट्रोकुलस, मैं
Intuition,
हाइड्रोकुलस जमा कर रहा हूँ पूरे रास्ते पर।
Arena sure was
बार-बार
balanced.
बोर्ड से
Anyway,
कूद जाता हूँ मैं।
Well, what's your
पता नहीं
right?
क्यों।
wait a minute.
Well, in your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like...
अच्छा है भाई ये एक्चुअली मैप।
And
हर
why
जगह
would
तुम
that
बोट से
be?
जा सकते हो।
Most
बीच में कहीं भी
no matter
कूद
how,
सकते हो।
what, and if that can be...
All right, that now. I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Oh,
That's
far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something up.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, we'll be making some preparations first.
Sorry. No, were you always...
Yes, after... So, the missing girl could...
I doubt. How can you be...
Well, I couldn't see Linny's performance from here. But still, I think we
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank you for your help. This'll be We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
Harry, what are you doing? Harry.
Call me Navia, and these are my companions.
Harry.
Would you mind if they join as well?
Who's joining my world, bro? Luna.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me.
Boat is a
We'll
bit
be headed
jerky,
below
bro.
stage.
Boat is jerking. I wanna jerk in somebody.
Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
Or
exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end.
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting.
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
क्या बनाता है साले?
Nice.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word, but as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting.
The floor
Happy,
is wet.
happy,
Please
happy.
be careful not to slip.
Happy.
Speaking of which, why?
Oh, Paimon knows. It's one of those tricks where you
यहाँ भी लोग तशेड़ी हैं क्या? ताश खेलते हैं आगे लोग?
नहीं वो सिर्फ मॉन्स्टर के लोग करते हैं, दारू पीते हैं, ताश खेलते हैं.
बड़ा weird प्लेयर है इसका भाई. सही बात है, इसका गॉड ही वैसा होगा. क्या ही कर सकते
और क्या है?
Best god to be honest.
Can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right?
ओ, कपड़े पड़े हैं
Her
भाई.
clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be
सब
found.
नंगे हो जाते हैं भाई. एरिया
हाँ
भाई.
Do you really need to do
और पैरा
that
में आके
if
सब
you're
कपड़े उतार देते हैं.
तुम तो
This
उतारोगे.
is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
हो गया, ठंडा हो गया.
हॉल सीने कपड़े उतार दिए. That's a normal thing.
नोरो भाई, तो मैं तो सब जगह ये खोल रहा हूँ. स्टैचू.
Looks like a
घर
hook
पे खुल गया.
to the end of a rope.
एक बचा उस स्टैचू.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different.
Whatever it.
फॉन्टेन आ गया. हाँ भाई अयान, और क्या? और अभी इतनी सारी चीजें हो गई भाई. तुम कहाँ थे भाई? You are late.
ये रहा था. टेलीपोर्टर खोलेंगे भाई हर तरफ जा जाके अब दौड़ दौड़ के.
ओ यहाँ पे एक वो भी है, टनल. एक और टनल के अंदर टनल. Like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, this space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here. Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that.
Four of Fontaine.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes, let's head back up.
Return to the surface level.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings.
Apologies for the wait.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The
Hello,
guards have
basement
checked the area.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber.
In other words, the charges are very light.
Charges and then
That's right. This is how That's right. The statements from both, to put it simply.
This also precludes any kind.
बहुत बातें होती है भाई, बहुत बोलते हो तुम लोग, फालतू की बातें
In
कर रहे हो.
practice, yes. Because we've chosen to act.
They're and even if that were.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, there's no need for that.
Of course. I just hope.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I mean, what better way to properly.
Breaking out, settle. Just kidding.
Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding, just kidding.
What do you mean, no snacks?
Huh? Here?
Understood, mademoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
चलो खाना बनाएंगे.
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it.
These three are quite the interesting.
भाई भाई गाना बनाने लग गया भाई, खाना बनाने लग गया. Out of nowhere.
Employment that it smelled good from the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around. I would bet you have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Every group project.
Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty, beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Only 3. कितना खाएगी भाई?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head.
ये aqua was बहुत irritating होने वाला है bro.
On a sugar rush,
Aqua bus.
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite. Strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the... No need fucking...
All right then.
खा लिया भाई चलो.
The magician
खा लिया बस?
मैं कह रहा हूँ खा लिया तो अब चलो.
That
Fuck
resulted
भाई
in the
कितना बातें
perhaps the
करते हैं.
criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she
मैं
was still wearing the same
भाई
clothes.
literally हाइड्रोबस को भाई मैं irritate हो चुका हूँ इतनी बार इसको सुन चुका हूँ same line.
None of the clues we found thus far support heads. The only
तो
people
भाई
left
जब
to
मेट्रो वगैरह में
consider
जाते हो तो भी
are
तो
both
सेम अनाउंसमेंट
technically
होती है.
victims.
यहाँ तो
Whether it's the
ईयरफोन लगा
missing
लेता हूँ ना
girl,
bro.
यहाँ हटा लो.
यहाँ तो ईयरफोन में साउंड आ रही है
हाँ तो यहाँ हटा लो.
Could Halsey have secretly
तुम्हारी भी
made
तो बकवास साउंड सुन
modifications
है
to the
ना.
magic
Damn.
box in order to murder Cowell before
तुम भी
making
कर रहे हो क्या
her
वेश? आओ शो करो अपना वेश. मेरे को तो
That's right.
कहाँ चले गए भाई तुम?
And even if she had tampered with the setup,
किसने
she
निकाला?
would
नाम
need to
बताओ.
understand the
ऑडियो लॉग
entire
देख के बताओ
trick to
जल्दी
pull
से.
it off.
कौन था?
Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has no...
Well, from the sound of things, your macarons are amazing, though.
They are my...
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
Being greedy is one thing, but besides, I'm
बोलो बहन
if she
साहब.
ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough. Wait, even you don't believe Paimon?
मैंने नहीं निकाला भाई इस बार.
भाई मुक्का मारना तो लात नहीं मारनी थी।
दोनों चलाते हैं भाई।
चलो भाई।
Making sure everyone gets
चौलिया मार खा गया और क्या?
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg sugar.
फिर एग शुगर रेडी भाई। क्या कितना खाना खाएंगे भाई ये लोग?
जलते हो तुम।
Well, that's it for snack time. I don't know. It would be alright. It was nothing. A small task
क्रिस्टल
for the
हंट करा रहा है
speed
भाई
of
इससे। अरे रे
Silver,
रोबोट से क्रिस्टल ग्राइंड कर रहा है भाई ये।
I'll be
अरे
back
रे
if I find anything.
अरे भाई
लेट्स गो।
आराम ही लोगे भाई। कैरेक्टर तो एक से एक है भाई। यहाँ पे एनिमी केकड़ा दिखा भाई मेरे को। केकड़ा खाओगे तुम लोग?
नहीं।
Please, 1 plate. अमन बात।
ये लोगे ये खाओगे? ये देखो बड़ा केकड़ा।
भूल जा। ओ नहीं।
अरे 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 काम डाउन भाई काम डाउन। चिल करो भाई। आगे मारेगा
मरेगा कि नहीं मरेगा?
क्यों नहीं मरेगा? ऐसे ऐसे मार देंगे उसमें क्या?
शील्ड स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट की।
नो भाई मेरे को वेपन मिल गया देख रहे हो?
ओहो कोई तो खुश है।
बेस्ट बेस्ट बैनर था भाई। मैं तो खुश हूँ भाई बहुत।
क्या मिला?
क्या?
Good plan.
क्या मिला तुम्हें?
Just relax.
यही मिला और क्या
If
मिला?
everyone else suspects, besides, I think
50-50 पे था मैं।
best of luck to you.
जीत गया बहुत बड़ी बात है।
अच्छी बात है। Before you.
तो सब चाइल्ड में करेंगे। ये डायरेक्ट जाके हूटाओ पे।
कटसीन बहुत है भाई इस
अरे बस विश कर चुका हूँ उसके बाद।
Finally.
I was hoping.
Well, how did your investigation go?
सॉरी ब्रो बट चाइल्ड का इंटेंस इतना स्ट्रांग था ना। मेरा विशेष सारा उधर चला गया। टिल्ट हो गया।
Don't you all look disappointed? Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was
लेकिन ये
to be
डियोना है क्या यहाँ
expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated.
Since both parties are present,
Oh, court case हो रहा है boys,
trial
देख लो
regarding
court
the
case
magic
हो
show
रहा है।
incident is now in session. Firstly,
I'm
in order
going
for the
inside
audience to
water.
understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Doesn't give a fuck to you.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying. There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box and I definitely heard the thud.
Oh,
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of
कोर्ट
the
केस
Hearth?
चल रहा है भाई, चुप रहो.
The House of the Hearth?
कोर्ट केस. Oh, the House of Fetui.
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatsui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
अब आएगा ना कि पता ही को कैसे बोला भाई तुमने, तुम्हारी औकात कैसे हुई ऐसा?
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could
Oh,
tell us
transition.
everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
ओहो भाई डायलॉग से हो रहे हैं भाई एक पे एक.
भाई प्रॉपर है भाई ये कोर्ट कचहरी वाली.
हाँ भाई प्रॉपर.
Oh my, don't they look flabbergasted?
खुद में कुछ भी होती है भाई.
The infighting in Discord, I
This was
suppose.
almost too easy.
This was almost too easy. Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Lynette are Fetui.
Order! Mr.
Oh,
Lynn,
yeah,
allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
साउंड कहाँ चला गया भाई? हेलो,
क्या हुआ?
साउंड कहाँ चला गया इन गेम्स?
अरे तो यूजर डेट के टाइम पे साउंड नहीं आता ना, इसका तो वॉइस लाइन छोड़ना होती है.
यूजर डेट के टाइम.
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
भाई लिनेट तो Fetui निकला.
I knew it.
वही तो.
Nice.
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to
लिनेट
the
लिनेट तो
sentencing
Fetui
already.
निकले भाई.
What should we do now?
मेन तो आने वाला है अभी.
Granted. In that case, what is your request?
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
लकी है भाई.
अरे लग रही है. इस पे विश करना है.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
User dead and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I know if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to. Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
At least not in this case. Can I at least not in this case?
Well, you both say that, but... Right, let's hear your answer first.
Of course. I'll answer it. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick, with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice, which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense. Huh?
चलो क्या 1 घंटा हो गया I guess.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
Let's go, bhai.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the Opera House, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linny red-handed. So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident. And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the...
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Linny... According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey. Seems this won't produce a particularly effective
Okay.
Linny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. Linny did not take part.
Attention! Ace Detective has something to say!
Ace detection. Detective 5 on.
When the countdown started, Linny did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that!
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
My reasoning?
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
वही ये भी ठीक है बात
They
है
have a point.
ये भी ठीक बात है
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They managed to turn things around.
खुद ने कुछ किया है नहीं नल्ली
Well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims? Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you... You're saying that he wasn't?
Sure we don't need to give this more thought. I'm at this... That's right! Lenny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Lenny had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof!
Well played. To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Lenny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Okay.
Could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility? The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the... Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along?
Hey, मिल गया मेरे को लिनी मिल गया.
Could there have been a third?
मैंने तो यही select किया था. नहीं.
Let's go, let's go.
The deceased's name is
That can...
Cowell ने कैसे किया?
The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
How?
Oh, is that so? How...
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to... Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Yes.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Yes.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Lenny as well. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. Halsey's clothing was in the... Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so no one entered or left the opera house through it. It would have been tough for both people to...
No one entered or left. The deceased's name is Cowl. No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances.
कौन धरा है भाई? तू धरा है या नहीं धरा?
लिनी मिल गया मेरे को.
क्या बात है? Let's go.
Let's go.
No one entered or left the opera
Sent.
house through its entrance.
What is sent, bro?
The deceased's name is Cowl. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so it would have been tough for both.
क्या बनोगे बे तुम?
अरे भाई मैं चूतियों की तरह बोल रहा हूँ, मैं म्यूट पड़ा हूँ.
वो तो तुम ऐसे भी बोलते हो म्यूट होके भी.
नहीं भाई बेंच को कांग्रेट्स कर रहा था मैं.
क्यों? खुद निकालो तुम जाके.
ले निकल.
दूसरे की खुशी में खुश होना है तुम्हें बस.
तो ऐसा है ना, गंदी गंदी बातें मत करा करो.
करेंगे हम.
अच्छी बात है, गर्ल्स को मेडल मिल रहा है भाई.
सुन लेंगे
हम
अपनी बात.
करेंगे.
What's wrong, traveler?
ये लेनी है क्या? डीपीएस है, सब डीपीएस है, सपोर्ट है.
चूतिया है, मैजिशियन है.
उस पे केस चल रहा है भाई, भी उसे जेल हो सकती है. फेटू ही है भाई लेने. हाँ.
अरे मैं स्पॉइलर क्यों दे दिया कुत्ते इंसान?
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not
तुमको
consider
क्या
a
होता है
different
प्रज्वल?
track?
उसकी बैन भी फत हुई है.
Just like the trick as it
course,
transpired,
bro.
the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
क्या पता बेचारे को ना पता हो भाई, हंस क्यों रहे हो? What the fuck? ये क्या बिहेवियर होता है भाई?
भाई क्यों बता रहे हो? मैं अभी करने ही बस स्टार्ट करी थी मैंने स्टोरी.
तुम्हें पता है?
नहीं ये पता, हमने निकाल दिया ईयरफोन. मैं कुछ सुनाई नहीं दे रहा.
तो पता है चाइल्ड मर जाएगा. तभी वो इस बैनर में आखिरी बार आया. भाई मेरे को ये मस्त कैरेक्टर लगी भाई, पागल है एकदम.
कौन?
भाई गॉड भाई पागल है भाई.
We will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Wait.
रुक साला.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Yes.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between
Yes.
the
ये भी
missing
मैंने सही
Halsey.
guess किया था.
The deceased's name is Cowl.
ये भी मैंने सही guess
Linny's
किया था.
assistant.
अब लास्ट क्या है? What the fuck?
The vase
मैं बता रहा
was
हूँ,
not
हाँ.
broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence.
सुना रहे हो?
The water.
हाँ तोड़
यही है ना, यही है.
ये साला कल्परेट यही है. करेक्ट.
Let's go.
It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped.
एक बात बताओ, तुम वकील हो.
चुप रहो तुम.
Lynette escaped
क्या
from the
बताया?
water tank, vanishing gradually and
तुम क्या
leaving
कर रहे हो
only
वहाँ
clothes
पे?
behind.
मदद as usual.
अबे यार लाइट गई.
There's a similar
साला हमसे पूछता क्या कर रहे हो?
person could be transformed into
2
water.
टके का इंसान.
टाटा के क्यों तुम बता दो.
Just a moment, please.
कर रहे हो.
I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment.
भाई बढ़िया.
पागल है भाई, ये भाई पागल लड़की है भाई. इसको यूज कर रहे हो, मजा आएगा भाई. ये चिल्लाएगी बस, मैं समझ गया. हो गया भाई. कॉन्सुलेशन गए तेल ले रहे. ये घर.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about two completely different
अरे chill करो भाई, chill करो.
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Give the death's judgment. Yes.
The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case,
मरा ही
it
नहीं
wouldn't hurt
भाई.
to have a look at his belongings, would it?
Call is alive.
People really do
Oh,
come up
editing
with
देख रहे हो
all
तुम?
sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Cowell.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
Oh, primordial जैसे सारे weapon बने हैं.
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partner?
Dissolve तो हो गया कोई.
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order!
Ooh.
It is undeniable.
Order हुआ है.
The deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all. Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
Whew.
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box. The deceased's name is Cowell. The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and snapped. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank. The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before. Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism. Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. There was something else within the inner layer of that box.
नहीं, Lynette है भाई.
Lynette was in the magic
हाँ
box.
भाई. असली खेल सीखा भाई. तीनों ने मैच नहीं हो रहा. अरे.
Damn, bro, what the fuck?
क्या डिटेक्टिव बनेगा रहते? हाँ यही होगा.
Lynette was in the magic box.
हाँ ये.
The
Lynette को
rope that
लाओ.
held the water from the primordial sea. I remember there was some.
अच्छा, मैंने already select कर दिया था.
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire
इन
time.
दोनों में से कोई है फिर. Lynette वाला तो हुआ नहीं था. तो Lynette वाला select
was in the
करें.
magic box on.
मेरे हिसाब से
Now
तो
it
ये
seems
है
like the
भाई.
hook rope-
कोई तो purpose होगा इसका. Yes.
Randomly select कर लो. वो बोलो yes, let's go.
अरे नहीं वो हुक पड़ा है भाई. कुछ तो purpose होगा भाई उस हुक का. ऐसी थोड़ा
बस
पड़ा.
hook करो लोगों को.
अरे भाई. Ace detective.
Cowell Cowl would tamper with the water tank rope, and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box.
विश नहीं कर रहा फ्री जो मिलेगा फ्री में लेना ही
उस फ्री की चीज़ लेकर खुश होता रहो जिंदगी में
Inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowl would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
क्या बात है?
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person?
Oh.
What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
What?
That can't be.
अरे रे ये तो ट्विस्ट पे ट्विस्ट आ जा रहे हैं भाई
ये कुछ बड़ा है और बड़ा मजेदार है अच्छा लग रहा है
ये फिर शुरू हो गई अरे नहीं
Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all.
फिर आगे तुम वहीं पे
He did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite a cold-blooded and ruthless organization. Am I right, Mr.
We've used up all the evidence we collected. Is this the end of the road?
चाइल्ड आएगा भाई चाइल्ड की एंट्री होने वाली है भाई
Is this how you serve justice?
New evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless
reasoning.
I believe this is indeed the finale.
एक स्टेज बची है भाई बस एक स्टेज
Noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move?
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Linny, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Lenny and Lynette, give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
And voila.
ये कहाँ से आ गई?
Sorry for the interruption.
ये कहाँ से आई?
भाई साहब क्या चल रहा है?
So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me. And then before I knew it, she caught me.
सर आ गया कोई मार दिया चाइल्ड को गोली.
Where should I begin?
अरे भैया तू
I'm sorry.
बता रहे हो
I
मार
am
ही
the
डालो
one who
ना
killed
तुम सब
Cowell.
बता दो
I
हमें.
admit it.
अब हाँ चाइल्ड का उसका विजन भी नहीं है जस्ट सेइंग.
अरे तुम क्यों हमें लिख दे रहे हो?
My name isn't Halsey.
बैठा हूँ भैया.
या ये तो मॉन्स्टेड की लड़की है.
I heard that Lenny's show was going to be a real thriller.
काली मॉन्स्टर्स आ गए हैं नक्कर ड्रामा करती है.
So I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there.
अच्छा टिकट चुरा के आई थी शो देखने.
But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Lenny was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
But I swear I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
But this time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Yes, let's go.
पहला वाला तो ठीक है. नहीं ये नहीं है चेंज करो इसको.
क्या था वैसे ये?
लौंडिया को लाओ. लौंडिया को लाओ.
लौंडिया नहीं है इधर एक सेकंड. ये होगा.
हाँ.
Seems this.
नहीं.
अल्लाह. noob streamer.
Seems this won't produce a particularly effective
मुझे
rebuttal.
हुक तो बिल्कुल नहीं लग रहा. हुक ही है. The fuck? What the fuck?
Seems this won't produce.
कपड़े कैसे होगा भाई? कोई भी नहीं है भाई. तो पहले वाला ठीक है. अरे I plan to use the prepared version for this magic. It is all Halsey inside the magic bar. The Halsey has prepared ETN frame for all the hive. And how would Halsey have reacted when the water from the
Seems this won't
मेरा
produce a
दिमाग काम नहीं कर रहा
particularly
भाई.
effective
I need food.
Seems this won't
जल्दी करके देख लेते हैं भाई कौन सा है.
The strange sound wasn't
बहुत लंबा चल गया भाई ये कोर्ट केस.
भाई मेन हीरो को तो आने दो. क्या कर रहे हो तुम?
चाइल्ड नहीं आया अभी तक.
अब आएगा ना. करो लूपहोल खोजो. ये तो नहीं है ना. वो करो वेस.
The flower vase was not.
चेंज करो इसको.
वेपन
करो मैं बताता हूँ.
What did Halsey do? Halsey ने
कपड़े
बदल लिए.
कपड़े.
हाँ भाई.
Lillian was a.
हो गया. तो यहाँ बॉक्स में छुपी हुई थी भाई पूरा टाइम में. 8th टाइम दबा रहे.
Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard.
We all heard.
Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved. He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Damn.
क्या बात है.
फिर से तराजू इक्वल हो गया.
इक्वली होता रहता सारा.
हमारी तरफ
चाइल्ड आएगा. अब आखिर में चाइल्ड आएगा. पहुंच गया.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the opera house these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
चुकी है भाई मेंबर्स लेके. Bravo. Another performance.
अरे रे हमारी तरफ झुक गया भाई.
Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements?
फिर पगलाएगी.
Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No. I have no further arguments. I admit defeat.
Traveler 2.
Could you at least have left
Farina
me with
0.
some dignity?
2 बार हार चुकी है भाई.
Look at that! She's like deflated.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim.
Very weird water.
Lillian, according to
Is
her
that
own
pussy water?
statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent. While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case at least can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
अच्छा अब ये करेगा ना, ये करेगा दो, ये दोगलापंत करेगा, मैं समझ गया। ये एक्चुअली बोलेगा नहीं, यू आर रॉन्ग, तब आएगा वो।
As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared.
अरे नहीं वो तो प्रोसेस को बोलेगा ना। This is how you serve justice in Fontaine। तो मेरा विजन कहाँ है भाई?
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
मेरा चाइल्ड को लाओ भाई।
I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a
आ गई भाई, ये तो चली गई थी।
Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dare to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes?
धरा गया, धरा
I'm
गया।
sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
What? Dissolve हो गया भाई?
मुँह के गर।
Fuck.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness.
An outrageous act.
वो तो ये वो वाली फेटुई लग रही है, फीमेल वाली। क्या नाम है उसका?
हाँ वही है, वही है। 3.4 में आएगी वो तो। तब उसके साथ हम खेलेंगे, उसके और अपने बाउल्स मिलाएंगे। चाइल्ड कहाँ है भाई? मेरा चाइल्ड लाओ।
चाइल्ड कहाँ है भाई?
तुम बंद नहीं, मेरे को चाइल्ड देखे बिना मैं नहीं जा रहा भाई।
Please wait.
I don't care.
I know you may not want to speak to me, but still, let me think. I guess I didn't approach you with any.
नहीं होगा तो तुम्हारा अकाउंट लेके मैं करूँगा, तुम देखोगे। तुम खाओगे और तुम देखोगे।
That's right. Back when our parents first survived, I took my sister to my
surprise. skip क्यों कर रहा है? अरे 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 कहानी तो सुनने दे भाई। अरे अरे अरे
मुझे नहीं सुननी इनकी दुखद भरी कहानी।
नहीं भाई, क्या गेंशिन प्लेयर हुआ, क्या स्ट्रीमर हुआ, स्टोरी नहीं देखते पूरा।
But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Oh no. So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law. I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans. Father, I mean, the knave,
The knave, तुम पता है ना knave कौन है?
She made me an offer.
No.
अरे फटोई नंबर 1 फटोई का नाम नेवी तो है.
The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your
फटोई
interests
कौन?
align with
क्या बोले तुम?
ours.
अरे फटोई इसका जो
Here,
लीडर है
none
उसको
will
नेवी
ever
तो बोलते हैं
betray
उसे.
you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be
कुछ और क्यों नहीं
permitted
बोलता
here.
ये बताओ पहले.
I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles.
भाई
But
भाई
she was also quick to destroy
कैजुअली
the noble who had
3 लाख
taken
का
us in at
क्यों
first,
मार दिया भाई?
giving us back our freedom.
मजाक हो रहा है.
So that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Sarita to first use the Gnosis' power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself
Lady
included,
Arlecchino.
are from Fontaine.
Yeah, na Arlecchino.
We won't give up on defending our homeland. To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that
Gnosis
prophecy.
भाई Gnosis देख रहे हो तुम?
It's all right. I understand.
भगवानों के चीज चोरी
The
करता है.
only thing I can do is relate all this to you.
जो से
I just
उठाता
hope you
पार्क
can
से.
understand that even as a member
दिनों
of
से
the
उड़ रहा
house,
वेंटी को मुक्का
I
मार
have
के.
never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm
वेंटी के
doing
साथ तो
is
गलत
right.
किया है मुक्का मार के छीन
If
लिया
you
उसका
should need
बेचारा.
anything at all in the future, feel free to find me.
सब ठीक है मेरा बेबी कहाँ है?
चलो भाई, मेरा चाइल्ड तो नहीं आया.
जा रहे हो? नहीं करोगे चाइल्ड को? ऐसे करोगे तुम?
Take it easy.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navian?
Well, this whole
She
thing
wants
isn't
my
exactly
paper.
over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too? Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now.
Ah, I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that, Navia.
Ah, and we were having
It's
so
okay,
much fun
Navia.
investigating
Don't
with
be
you,
like a
too.
bitch.
It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
फिर मील भाई, फिर
Do
मील.
we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navia's treating, count Paimon in.
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we
I'm
return
all
to the port of
about
Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer?
I believe. All right then, let's have our farewell meal.
उस पर डिवोर गया हो, मैं गया हूँ। मस्त प्लेस है। चाइल्ड कहाँ है मेरा? Where is my child?
I don't think your child is coming sooner.
Don't say this to me, bro. मैं चैट उड़ाता पार्क से। अरे तुम तो गेंशिन छोड़ने वाले थे ब्रो, क्या हो गया? मैं तो बैठ के टीवी बोल रहा हूँ। टेलीपैथिक ना टेलीपैथिक।
Take it easy.
Hey. ये क्या है? यहाँ क्या हो रहा है?
ट्री जैसा। इसको दोगे तो तुम्हें देगा।
रिवार्ड दिखाना इसका मतलब।
देखा।
पांच तक खोला ना अभी।
Loss of Fury Kitty.
पांच तक है।
भाई इतनी दूर जाना है।
टीपी कर लो।
टीपी कहाँ से करूँ? मैंने खोला हुआ ही नहीं कुछ।
कुछ नहीं खोला रे।
तब से बैठ के तो यही कर रहा हूँ मैं। कोशिश ही कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ बोला। एक विश का टाइम हो गया क्या?
हो जाएगी। स्पाइरल अब इसका करना पड़ेगा, रुको। एक विश हो जाएगी।
पिटे कितनी पिटे दिखाओ। कितनी वेपन पे पिटी है तुम्हारी? ठीक है आगे बढ़ाओ।
20, 25, 26।
Take it easy.
रेडेंसी 2 कर लूंगा उसके लिए। सिर्फ स्पाइरल इसके लिए कैरेक्टर होना चाहिए। स्पाइरल इसके लिए ब्रो। क्यूट सा प्यारा सा कुची
Illusion shattered. Haste. The Temple of Wisdom.
Here comes the catch. Busted.
The doctor will see you now.
Let the doctor see.
Remember, health comes first.
Everyone hold hands.
Gotcha.
Inazuma shines eternal.
That's following order.
I'm the frying pan.
The wind knows me.
As one with wind and cloud.
As one with wind and cloud.
Going in.
Into the wind.
That's close enough. Really lucky today.
Time to go. The wind knows me. Fallen leaves adorn my night. One with nature. Wind strike. Let's light it up. Useless.
got the bell, 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 bell.
मैंने फिर बेल के लिए घंटी बजाओ कमीशन डन जाओ खाना खाने जाओ कल करेंगे वर्ल्ड बॉस ठीक है वीकली बॉस
मैं थक गया भाई
अबे से थक है